Okay. How you doing, Mr. President, Mr. CEO?
Mr. Dava, how you doing, sir?
We thank God. And you? How you doing over there? How are you? You hearing me?
I'm not hearing you.
I mean, not hearing me. I hearing you clear. Why are you saying me? You're not saying me? Are you hearing me? Carry your stuff volume up.
I'm not hearing you at all. I'm not muted. I was hearing the music.
But
I'm not hearing you.
Up. Carry your volume up. Increase your volume on your phone.
I don't know what you're saying.
Increase your volume. Or go back and come back on. Because I'm hearing you. I'm very sure that people hearing you. Go back and come back on. Let me call him. Let me call him. I'm seeing him clear. Hello?
Yeah, bro.
Go back and come back on, sir.
Okay. Hearing the music and everything, so I don't know what happened.
Yes, I don't know
So
what's going.
I go remove from on stage. That what I go to?
Yeah, go off and come back on. Go back and click the link and come right back on. Okay, now you can log back in. So let me play the music. Let me play the music and give the man chance to settle down, and then he come back on.
Oh, Tomai, 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 Tomai. Here we, young, we can't get your master, die, yours, woman, one. Then, Barney, I know that one will be a more will. One, Tomai, 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 and a general, do I go? Barney, I know that one was a mobile. Just like one my. To my head, no, I do. You are rather walk where you are. To my wood, to my, to my, to my, to my wood, to my wood, to my wood, to my wood, you.
Yeah, that's the only music that I got here. That's my theme song. If you don't like my theme song, you just stay back in a little bit. When the theme song is played and it's finished, then you can come on, then we can have. But that's my theme song. That's it. That music there is the how you call it, wherever you want to call it, Mister. I read in your comment. You say is that the only music from the former president P. Harris? That's the only music. That way you got your music, the P. Harris when they play it, then you come here on the stage. That's the only song I get here so far. Let me welcome people here tonight, and then I'll bring in the president. He's in the back. Then we're gonna have the show tonight. I think I have to, what I have to do, show all these things up. I'm gonna bring the president on back and
Not
see.
still hearing you for some reason. I don't know
Are
what
you hearing
happened.
me now? Are you
I
hearing
was
me?
hearing the music, but I couldn't hear you now.
How you hear the music and not hearing me, man? The people hearing you.
Oh, Tomai, 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 Tomai. Here we, young, we can't get your master, die, yours, woman, one.
You hearing the music?
Hmm.
What are you using? You using a laptop?
I'm not still hearing. Let me do something. Let me leave and come strictly from the link you sent me.
Oh, the different thing you're using? Okay, so tonight we got the president of the. We can hear him. Yeah, you can hear him, but he's not hearing us. That's the point. So tonight we got the president of GGAAD, the CEO of GGAAD, Mr. President Levi Kind, gonna be my guest. Then later on, we're gonna bring two other people who will join the show tonight, and they will tell us. I mean, we know Levi tonight gonna indulge someone. If my own friend and brother Eric Joe say, you know where's the show now when Levi coming. We know he's gonna indulge Gilmore, but want to hear him from want to hear that from himself tonight. So we're gonna wait for Mr. Kind to come on. They leave our kind, the gobble guy, as he's called among his gobble brothers. The gobble guy is gonna be here tonight, and we're trying to get these hats with a P on it, and maybe putting the praying double show thing on it, and then we will get him here for the convention. The T-shirts also will be, we're trying to get all these things in the making. Get these T-shirts printed off, and then we give it to. Maybe we'll have a team. The first five viewers, the first five people who come on get five T-shirts. Something like that until we get them T-shirts. Mr. President, you hearing me now? Can you use your phone? me call him. That thing he using, wherever he using, don't have audio on it. Hello?
I don't know what happened.
We're gonna put the president in the back. And until I mean, I told him to use his Android. The phone he's using a tablet. I think the tablet, something. I think whatever he is using don't have yeah, something he's using these tablet thing and this thing and I don't know. But he's gonna get and switch to his switch to. I mean, what's his name? He said no sound. How will you say no sound, my man? When the man myself were talking again, I had to mute my phone. I muted the thing because I didn't want everybody to hear where I was talking with the president behind the scene. You don't go talk to the president behind the scene and then you. Let me call him. You don't go talk to the president behind the scene. I thought so. You should know that and make everybody to know what you're the president talking. You don't listen to Jeremiah Kuhn yesterday when he went to the town hall. You don't go talk to the president. Jeremiah Kuhn told you. He said if you have a meeting with Joseph Boyka on the side and nobody's supposed to know. If it's out there, then a Boyka carry outside. Brazil, Mr. President. Okay, I think he's doing it, trying to get on. Okay, that's why we were hearing you. Okay, and tonight we Grill music remind me about like okay, let me play that music and door. So while we wait for the president, look, and I'm gonna with this show gonna be hot tonight. We probably gonna be for hour or so or whatever. But if the people call for more hours, we'll give it to them. And but tonight gonna be hot. This man is the president of the Grand Guinea Association in the diaspora, the GGAD president, who took over from Mr. Fred Charugoyan, and he and his vice president is Vera Davis Okai. And I got Vera name today, Claire, no mistake, Vera Davis Okai. Before I used to call Vera Davis, I used to call Vera Okai Davis. And she said to get angry with me. So I start, getting on the street these days now. So yeah, yeah. The post of the old age, no, and I ain't old age. Old age ain't get me yet. About 10 years from now, for the old age start getting me, please. Yes. Old age will get me about 10 years from now, please. So then later on, after I have this conversation with the GAD president, and then we're going to bring in Josephine Slew, the vice president of the Ammonian team, a Gilmore Slew ticket. Josephine Slew will be here to with us. Zre. Those of you who don't know what Zre means, we'll tell you the meaning of Zre tonight. Josephine Zre Slew, Dixon Slew daughter, the great Dixon Slew, Omar Mato Slew of Iowa Des Moines. This is through in the Jersey era, Philly Jersey era. That's my papa. So she's gonna come here today and speak to the people of Grand Jury on this great platform of ours. And then we're gonna bring the campaign manager also. The campaign manager said he don't want to stay back, so he's gonna come with Joseph Insu. The great Uriah Soon, the honorable Uriah Soon will join. They will join the platform, the show tonight, and then we're gonna have a great conversation. I gotta call this brother again, tell him to straighten things up in the back there. But why I do that? Yeah, Josephine solution already put Amuenu. Yeah, Amuenu. We're gonna do it. That's what it means. in the Great Crown vernacular. So it is the bunk share. It is the bunk share tonight. You like it or you don't like it, Jaculanta. Who beginning when you hear that song now? You like it, you not like it, Jaculanta. No much talking behind the scenes. Straightforward. Josephine Slu gonna be here tonight. Gibson Jeru will be here with me on Wednesday. When he hear Josephine Slu he be checking all over the corner, but he thinks they get time for him. Is rare. I say, you will get like background. You know what they call background? They are not afraid. They speak you and tell you what they don't care. They tell you background. They are all background. Those people from Sable, we got Sable is a county. Sable City. Sable is the only city in Grand Junction County. We got Ziata, all these, but Sable is a city. There's a Sable woman. It's a background, professional background. Josephine Sru will be here tonight with me, and by force, by fire tonight. Yeah. Then Levi. Vivian Wright. So let me welcome some of my viewers tonight. I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it out to Vivian Wright. Vivian Wright is on the campaign trail. She's all campaigning now. Vivian Wright, Joseph for actor S Solo. We got Annie Gray, the morning great maker, Jerome Gaure, Deconti Ya, and Josephine Slew. Eliton Bobby Torre is also here. Double Kana is here also. Uriah Song is Boo, the Great Boo Unit. The Great Boo Unit of Grand Junction County. It's here also from the Gobble side. The Gobble side is a Gobble man with some Avoran Kunama block in him. And we got my own brother here, my man Vladis Shaw is also here. Bali Daily D, I mean, excuse me, is here also with the Prince Dover. Those of you who name don't pop out, I mean, your name not popping out, but the names that I've seen here, that's the name. We got 20 some more people. So let us wait for the president. While we wait for the president, let me give you a couple. Let me give you this theme song. This music here that the music where Vladis Shaw don't like.
Oh, to my, here we, young, we can't get your mazor die out for woman. Then, Barney, I know that I want to blame our blue. Wow, to my, and general dog. Barney, I know that I want to blame our blue. So I want my. To my head, no, I do. You are to my wood, to my wood, to my wood, to my wood, you.
Okay, we are back here. The president is in the back here, so let me bring it on here now. I think things are straight. Mr. President, are you hearing me now?
Yes, I am hearing you loud and clear, sir.
The president, that thing you're using, you need to replace it immediately, according to your eyes soon, not me though.
No, it was. I was trying to. I want to get a bigger picture, so I was using my iPad. So that's what happened. I know what happening. I was hearing the music, but I couldn't hear you.
Oh yeah. But we're straight now. We're okay. We even though we've been late a little bit in minutes, we'll tell people sorry for
Sorry about that.
much.
Sorry about that.
But thank you very much again
You know, we the old people. They think they can give a hard time.
I mean, not old man, Mr. President. Don't do that thing.
All right.
So,
You don't know.
Mr. President, welcome to the show here. Welcome to the show here. Let me give you the chance. Let me give you a 1 minute or so you can introduce yourself to us. Let me give it to you. So welcome.
Oh,
I know you. Maybe people know you, but some people don't know you. So I don't think I don't think
that's
Ato Solo know you. Ato Solo don't know you. Vivian Wright don't know you. You don't know Vivian Wright. She don't know you. Vivian Wright don't know you. Josephine Slow don't know you. I don't even think you even know Double Kana. Do you? I don't think you know Double Kana.
true. That's
Your own kind of brother. Do you even know you right soon? So introduce yourself, Mr. President. Let people know you.
that's true. All right. Thank you, Mr. Dawa. First of all, I want to say thank you for
Oh, I don't know what's going on with the internet on the president's side. You see, if you're using your phone, you have to put do not disturb because the people will be calling you. They will be calling you. So, Mr. President, go back, come back, go back, come back. We're on it tonight. We're not sleeping tonight. We're outside tonight. no, man, we are Gromun Jeda. So, Mr. President, straighten up your internet and come back. Put that do not disturb. This is a very important program tonight. We don't want anybody to call the president, please. Please do not call the president. Please. Thank you very much.
Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened, but we went off. But I'm back. Are you hearing me okay?
You are straight up, Mr. President. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Mr. Deva. I must first say a big thank you to you and your platform for creating this opportunity for us. Allowing us to be able to come here and have a peaceful discussion. And I think that's a major and big thing in our community. So thank you for that. So I'm gonna go ahead quickly and do a intro. My name is Levi Bazaikai. A lot of people know me to be the CEO for the group called GGAD, and I am a former vice president for GGAA. And if you remember, under the regime of Fred Talogwan, I used to be the vice president. And obviously, we were impinged. I don't know what I was impinged or not, but I'm not too sure what happened to me. But obviously, that was the situation. But what is interesting to me is Grand Juda community. It's not about who I am or what title I had and what happened. Those are all in the past now. I just want to let you know that I'm a Grandidian who are interested in seeing Grandida moving forward and doing a lot of big things. So tonight I will be discussing the state of our unity in our community, my evaluation on how I want our community to be, how we need to come together and subdue those individual hate for one another. I might not say hate, but these little things between one another where we put one another down, disrespect another person. I just feel the Grand community need to move to a different direction when it comes to how we look at each other. Those are things I will be talking about. I will also talk a little bit of Grand politics tonight, the greater GGA politics, and people will say why. I am a Grand I'm free to talk GGA politics, and I will be discussing some politics tonight concerning GGAA. And one of the main things I will be emphasizing is I will be talking about things that will benefit our county, and really speaking low on why we try to just look at each other and disrespecting each other. So those are things I want to cover tonight. I hope we all ride the same boat, and I will be more than happy to answer any question from anybody. If you were civil and be respectful, I will definitely answer your question. If you come, to be disrespectful and things like that, I won't
No,
have
Mr.
time
President, we got this.
to worry about it.
Our policy on the show, ours on the print double show. Our guests have to be respected at all time. If the caller call in and don't respect our guests, we cut them off. So,
Okay.
I mean, if I open the line, I always tell them if you're going to ask a civil question, you want to be respectful to my guests. But if you try to be disrespectful, I'll cut you off. I have that thing to push the button and cut it's a red button on my phone. I just push it and cut you off. If you honor here to enjoy disrespect my guests, I have the right to block you a little bit after the show, then I don't block you. So I can do all that
Yeah.
stuff. Facebook give me all those rights, and then the phone too. So, Mr. President, welcome again to the show here, and it's all about the GDA community, our community, and our way forward. And now the president will also speak on the election that is coming. Who is he supporting? Who is he endorsing? But we're gonna get to that point. When we get there, we're gonna have the president to speak to that issue. So, Mr. President, welcome to the double show again. But, Mr. President, before we start here, I remember 2023 in Iowa, Des Moines. You were brought in the hall, the inaugural program with all these our sisters and cameras on you and music playing. You came out there, and there was a process of peace, reconciliation of peace between the GGAA and the GGAAD. I want to know. Can you tell us where is it now? Where's that? Was it fruitful, or is it at a standstill? Or what is it? How is it moving on?
So definitely, and I did mention that in my intro that I wanted to speak to that today. The way I see it, it is fruitful. It is in the making. It's a good process. I will grade that to be. Um, because the reason I said that prior to Madam Poa becoming president, we had not had the opportunity to visit each other convention or program. We were invited to Madam Poa inauguration. We went over and we were treated well, respectfully, and as a Grenadian, we were welcome as a real Grenadian, and it was warming, and I appreciated that in every way, every step of the way. Same, we invited Madam Poa. She came on our inauguration. Same thing. We had some good time. We had discussion as to how we can pave the way to creating peace in our community, and I thought it went very well. When people get into power, when things happen, we these positions that we have, they are volunteer position, and things happen. People get busy on other things, their private life. Things happen, and people get engaged into different things. Unfortunately, we have, I would not say unfortunately, but we started on a good footing. We had one general meeting between Madam Poa administration and GGAD leadership, and it was a very good meeting. That meeting set a path as to how we wanted to generate the way to move this community forward into peace. We set all that button, and because we all were engaged into activities, we thought that after those activities, we would have met again to to kind of continue where we stopped. Most of the key players at the time were Tawo Iboko Goa and all the people. Even I got Mr. My old man from Kansas City, Mr. How you call him? The
Eric
board, he was on the board. Mr. Kuhn called me. He and I had a conversation, and we really talked man to man stuff. And I believe we were going in the right direction. And then we all got busy in between. Somewhere around after the September mark of 2023, we did not meet again as a team to discuss moving forward. And I won't blame GGA. I won't blame us either. It's just like the two teams had not really generated a spot or kind of time frame to say, we'll meet this time and that time. So it did not happen. However, internally, some things work out. When we went to our convention in 2024, it was us or anybody else. We set the pace to creating a peaceful movement in our community. We discussed a lot of things at our convention 2004, where prior to the convention, we did not really recognize because we were angry. When we found that GGAD, we were angry. We were disappointed in a lot of things. We felt disrespected and all that. And people have their different relation. Other people from the other side would say, and I respect their view as well. But that's our view at the time. So when everything, we felt things calmed down from about 6, 7 years ago. So, but at the same time, we have established a lot of contact and we have done a lot of things back home with our people. So we can't just say,
I
we
remember one of
disappointed.
the convention you had in Iowa that brought you into the leadership. I think it was 2023.
Correct.
I'm very sure 2023. I was in the hall. There were video calls, phone calls. What Madam Paul called in, and then how is that? Is this also on a standstill until you can come back? Two
That
years?
particular that particular process get on a standstill when we call in specific people, and I don't like to throw people under the bus. People have their own reason, they have their own little scheduling and life stuff goes on. Mr.
Yeah.
Kissinger was charged to chair that particular event, and he had a few other people working with him. They were going to come they were going to document a resolution and send the resolution to GGAD and GGA. And then what we're recommending is to start on that resolution as to how we
So,
can move on with.
Mr. President, let me ask you a question. I don't mind if I call you Mr. President tonight because I see your thing now.
No,
I don't
you good?
not used to me. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you good.
So yeah, I think in the community I should be the only CEO. Get you.
I agree. You can take that. I will tell the president job tonight. No problem, brother. Tell the
So,
CEO stuff.
you had Gibson Jerry who was supposed to go and then craft something, bring something to you.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
GAD did not give somebody a representative to G Gibson Jerry, or Gibson Jerry was a neutral guy.
No, Gibson Jerry there's a reason why we did it. We never want to be partial. We saw Gibson Jerry is a media man, he's a neutral person. At the time, we considered him to be a neutral person in our community. Gibson talked a lot about, prior to that, he talks a lot about how we can come together. So we felt he's a well-known person in our community with a lot of influence. You would have handled that tax very tactfully and come back with to us with results. So we gave him that piece of. He agreed to do that. So we gave him that. I remember Mami Comfort here was on our committee. Koya Bafa were on our committee. A few other people just off my
Okay.
head. And they were going to go draft the resolution, send it to each party, and we reviewed it, we clamorize it, and then if there's something that the both of us accepted, like Grand Jury Association and GGAD, then we'll follow the path. But unfortunately, we never got a draft out of
But y'all
Mr.
will make
Jerry and his
progress in the
team.
future to y'all gonna come back and continue that in the future, or what? You guys waiting for something? Are you waiting for GGA to start it, or GGA waiting for you to start it? What?
No, so
It
so
stop. It stop at a
eh,
certain point according to you. But when you guys gonna pick it up? You guys been
sure.
busy. I know at a
So,
certain
so
point.
for me, yeah, for me, it couldn't. I don't care who started. I know that process that you referred to. We started it. Then it didn't work out to expectation. Then of course, Madam Poa and her team started the second process when she came into power, which we nurture. And unfortunately, that process had not gone. But I believe that process did not go away. It not die yet. It's not something that is dead because for
Do
us, we
you, do
prepare
you, do
ourselves.
you, do you, Mr. President, do you wish to see peace in the community among your kinsmen? Do you wish to
It
see
is my dream. It is my dream, and I think
push
we
for
are
it?
on a good footing. Yes, it is, we are on a good footing. We there are little things you just got to tweak here and there in the community still. But I think the main players here understand that we all need to be together and make the thing to go. We are on a good footing. It won't cost. Let's be frank. When we even went to our own personal resolution in Philadelphia, I think one time Jason referenced something like that. You were not 100% correct. I made some correction in that. I think it was on your show. I make some correction. I never think we're dissolving GGAD, but it is a process. It is a step. So let's say we concluded on coming together in this community, and the role GGAD is playing now. If you really watch recent time, we are not in competition with GGA. There will be nothing that's submerged in the community where either will make a statement and I will come out to make the very same statement. We don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We if GGA speaks on it, that's fine for other us. We're good to go. Prior to that, if either part says something, if I disagree with it, I will go on and say something about the same situation in Granger. But this
Yeah.
time we give that
Yeah,
authority
I mean,
to
everybody coming down a little bit, slowing down, and
exactly.
action is
So
coming down.
things are in the right direction. Things are in the right direction. It
Yeah,
just I think
the,
in
the,
my
GG,
opinion,
the GGAD, the GGAD. You were Fred Goyan's vice president. You did a lot of good things in Liberia, Grand Gite, to be precise, where you had a scholarship and a market building and helping, I think, the hospital and so forth. So, what is GGA doing now in Grand Gite? What's some of
so
the
GGA
programs you're taking on?
so GGAD we mainly focus on educational development and community empowerment. Those are the two things now we put ourselves to. The Granger advocacy, the representing Granger all over America and all that, we give it to the bigger GGAA. They the bigger group they can represent. Something happened to Levi account today. I expect you to speak on my behalf. That's all with GGAA.
Yeah,
Those
but
two things that
I want
we
to know what you're doing. What you're doing. The
so
other
what
day,
we doing
I saw you took some equipment to the hospital. I don't know if it's jail
exactly.
or whatever they call it. You took
So,
it.
so I just referenced educational development and community, sustainability. So, community sustainability include healthcare, individual, financial, upbringing, all that thing under that sustainability. So, what we recently did, we were able to secure 27 bassinet from the Kansas City Research Hospital,
What?
and
27 what?
27 bassinet. It in Liberia, they will call it baby beds. When a young baby born, the baby
Break
can
it down
put a
for,
baby
for the
on.
people to know what they're talking about. Baby bed.
Yeah,
27.
the baby, and it's not just any kind of bed. Those are well equipped beds that have everything on the blood pressure machine. This that everything you need is on it. It's electronically prepared. So we
Mhm.
have 27 on that. Where and Munatale was the one who engineered that, and we got those. They worth close to 87,000 US dollars, and by the help of our membership, we were able to ship these
I
basket
didn't,
back
I didn't
home.
show you now.
Yes, I was saying some picture. We had a big program in the hospital where they welcome those things, put them in the right place. We're supposed to be working with the hospital to see whether they are meant for young babies.
Yeah.
The goal behind it is we never want a young baby to be sleeping with their just a mother, so
Yeah.
that accident don't happen. So what we're trying to do among that number, we will check to see whether in Quinemo district, if there's a hospital there, what are the need? Because 27 too much for Sorry Hospital.
For the
So they
hospital.
can say at least, they can say at least five in a hospital in
Yeah.
Ziyastown, and if they're in a hospital in Boston district,
Bison district.
yeah, send some there. So that
So
was
what you
our
guys saying the other
recent
time
project with
I
this.
saw you had a program and then there was a thing on the Facebook where you sent two of those things to the babies. I don't know what the name. Incubator, call the name the right way.
Yeah,
I sent two of it.
yeah, you got an incubator. So the incubator is when the baby is born premature.
Yeah, and
I
they put
happen to
in there
have a
to warm
personal
the baby
experience.
up. Because when
Yeah,
I
they
went
warm
to
the
I
baby.
went to Brandy that 2021, I went to that
Yeah,
hospital. They only had one.
exactly.
This lady was sitting
And
by the thing, and then I asked her, I said, so like you got maybe you got two, three premature. How you gonna do it? She said, well, we're gonna wait. When the one get done, but then we take the other one, we put it one day, and then it was
that's
a little
that's
while.
that's
You
exactly
sent
what
two there,
happened.
what I
So
heard.
yes, so that's why we send those two, because it was dangerous to have. I know sometimes it's very high in our area to get two babies who are premature to born at the same time, or three, but it's possible. And they said
Yeah,
it happened before, and
yeah,
the story didn't end well. The story did not end well.
okay.
So when it said, we said no, at least let get you two more. So plus the one you having, it will be three. Even though the one they having was not really working correctly. They got to
Yeah,
turn it
it was
on.
there.
It
The
won't
woman
even a
was
little bit.
shy, and they had to
Yeah,
put
and,
they just
and
sit it on in a particular area because they had a little
yeah,
baby in there, so she can cut it and cut it.
exactly.
And she got to sit there.
Yeah.
And I think they
So
say
normally they gotta.
Isaac because they say Isaac Yanabo, the former representative's daughter, who was a
Mhm.
nurse, taking care of it. So that how they took
Yes.
Isaac Yanabo daughter on our side, she's there taking care of the premature. Then we walk in there and then we saw it, but it was just one.
Yes.
It was just one.
So we were able to provide two. Our goal was to provide. Our goal is to provide four. So hopefully those things cost a little bit. So we're able to run around, get about two. We're not plenty of people in our lay organization.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
just a small group of people.
yeah.
So we run around, got two, sent it there. The basket came, it was donated to us, sent it to that place. So we'll be working on two more to send it. So at least they have four. So if anything happens, something go wrong, one is not working well, at least they get two
Yeah,
spare
they can
ones
work with the other
they
ones.
can
So the ones
use.
you're
Yeah,
sending,
things like
they
that.
can use it. The people using it,
Yeah,
they still there.
they are working.
Yeah,
Yes, they are there. So,
and the beds too, the
yes.
baby beds. Yeah, you're sent to everything. I mean, because they got these things that they say about people. We send drugs out hospital people. It's been there from the time we were even born, and then we saw the people take the things and take it to their personal. It's not like that. It's in the hospital.
Yes, we got some really incredible people in the hospital, and this Quinemo guy, Asik, I think he's if I'm getting a name right, he's the coordinator there. He's a Zulu, a real nice guy. His last name is Zulu. I know him. I think and personally, I know him. I think they call him Junior Zulu or something. I know him personally before in that area, but he's a real nice guy. He works in a hospital. Make sure most of the things they are recorded for. Another suggestion we got recent time that somebody told that when you send anything in the hospital in Zredru, make sure the Ministry of Health knows that, and they will enter that in a database, so it will be counted. Even though it's not the government are giving them, but it will be
When
accountable
you
for
come
that
there, when the
material,
government go there, they will check and then see it's there.
and they will see it. So when we were sending the basnet, we got a letter from the Minister of Health telling, "Oh, thank you for everything we sent." So that is strictly documented, and I'm recommending to anybody here in the state who wants to do that, who wants to send it to the hospital and do anything, follow that same four step, because it creates accountability. So they won't do their thing over there and just take it to their houses and do stuff. But I think this team is credible, so I respect them, and that's where we are with those.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And then one more, just to ask, one more project that we just completed recently. When we build a market building, back when you build market, give it to people, you do your thing. They were in there. They were in some kind of little small purple building around. So they moved into the building. But we felt that we had to get an extra support. So we created we call it a petite loan program that we will give them money to help them, put market in our building, in a little better way than they used to be outside. So we did that. We were able to put 10 people on a loan, and that loan is a circular loan. So what will happen is it will be expiring in next month. So, and a lot of them pay already. So we'll collect that money, give it to another 10 people. They recreate themselves, and then subway among them. We have our 75 tables. The goal is for everybody in our market to have a little taste of it. And that's a pilot program. We're just giving $100 per person. So actually 20 people we gave, not 10 people. I'm sorry. So get 100. Yeah. So what is a pilot? So when they do it the right way, the next time we will at least increase it to at least 200 for 2 months. So no, we're not asking for any or how you call it, profit or anything like that. They just use it, bring it back in 2 months, and pass it to another group of people just to create that sustainability in the market.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So the state affairs of GGAD is stable and everything is moving on. The organization is moving on perfectly. So what becomes of your organization? Let's say you go talk peace and you agree to join the Morris organization. Do you still have the GGAD?
This is not my decision. It will be the decision of everyone in GGA. Even before we move on to where we are now, it's something we all agree to. That get all the resolution. Let's put GGA or that they can represent us all. Let's focus what we're doing. And not get into all the little politics and all that. Let GGA take care of that. So it will be the group decision. When we get to that road, we will cross it. But I think where we are right now is healthy because anybody can hear me here tonight. I'm allowed to discuss GGA politics. Before, anybody with title in our group, we're not allowed to discuss GGA politics. But
I went to your program, cover your program before, so
now we are allowed to. There's other people endorsing people and doing things.
Not sanctioned by the media.
No, not by the media, by ourselves. We just think.
Oh, you want to be okay. You want to. So, as the vice president, the leadership, how everybody doing?
Oh, very difficult. Kind is awesome. You know that last year, right close to the end, I had a lot of issues. My mother was sick. She eventually passed. So I took a sabbatical for almost 6 months, and I literally ran the organization perfectly. And everything when I came out, was even better than I ran it. So I'm like, okay.
You came back. She didn't want to give it back to you.
No, she wanted to. I refused to hold it. And she offered it back in December. I refused. And then when we came in January, she said, you got to take your team it. But she's doing real good. Yeah, she's doing good. She's a wonderful human being.
Let me flip it a little bit because when we come back, we're going to go back to the GGA, the Motors Organization politics. Except you got something to talk about GGAD. Then we can give you some minutes to do that.
Oh no, we will book a time for GGAD. I mean, we'll book a time. We'll kind of to our team.
So you get publicized and all that stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute. I go back and play a couple. Then we'll come back. We'll come to GGAA, and then we're gonna, Mr. President. Did you share the link, or you want me to share the link with Josephine Slew?
Madam Slew is not coming. She's traveling. I shared it with Jenkins, Bria, and then Uriah Song. I got a few more things to talk about, and then we'll bring them in. I'll let you know when to allow them to come in.
Okay, Mr. President, give me 1 minute.
Banyo ini ano ye blata wa wazo e mo ble amu mo blebo so la wa mai do mai te no ado you wa ado awo we ado do mai wo do mai do mai do mai do mai wo do mai wo do mai wo do mai wo yo wo do na mi ado you wa ado awo we ado e bla ga ida pe ri du no pe ri man la du no wo de yo do be ri wo
Okay, we are back with the president of GGAD, the Honorable Levi Nyok. You say Nyok Pao? What's
Levi
happening?
Bazai.
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 Yeah, yeah,
Bazai
Bazai.
Mama.
And Bazai. Bazai Khan here with us tonight, and we're discussing Gita community tonight. And tonight he was get into discussing the GGAA organization when he get view and his which side is he going on this election. So, Mr. President, you people are already seeing that I'm gonna go back to the GGAD. You got anything to tell the people that you can go ahead now and tell the people from there, then we swift and we pivot a little bit to the GGAA upcoming election and how you see this organization going, and then 2 years ago how you saw the organization from there to now. So
I would just say with just the last thing about GGAD. I just want to thank everybody who recently showed up to Mr. Graham's mother's memorial service. A lot of the whole, it wasn't about any group of people. It was about Grand Jita, and people show up. That's exactly what we want in our community. When these things happen, either bad or good stuff happen, we want to support each other. And I was proud as Grand Gideon to see what
mhm.
happened on the day. I must say I wasn't there. I got stuck in some little village in Oklahoma, and I was unable to get out. All the plane stuff that happened in the field, our old man Donald Trump, the thing started at night, enough for fun.
He's always
So I
dropped.
got stuck. Yeah. So I can drive from Oklahoma to Philadelphia. Man. I wanted to scare driver that was fine. So I missed it. But again, I want to say thank you to Manaidi Poa and her team. Also, Mr. Otavio Gilmore, his team, they all went there. And that was a really good sign of how we can bring this community together. So I just want to say that you just said that I think when Mr. Graham took over back in 2016, 2015, 2016, and what happened, and the organization went in disarray, and everybody came along, the Menye, Ubodi, even including Madam Poa, they have tried their best. It's a tough thing. People lack the people. You talk to people, they have different views. And
Mhm.
there are a lot of factors that broke away, not just only GGAD breaking away. There are a lot of things that maybe people went away from this from the organization. And I
Mhm.
think those three leaders have been trying to bring people into to bring people back. Have we gotten to where we were when we went to Phoenix? Not yet.
Not yet.
Uh yeah.
But
People
you think
have
we're gonna get
generated a way. I'm hoping if we put things together, there's one thing we need to start praying, and Mr. Double, and I think that's what we never had during the Thelma calling days. Is they calling names, attacking family, attacking individual. We never had it. I don't think you remember whether we had that situation during calling day, Matter Calendar Day, whether we just pick a specific family and just think they very, very this name and that name and just disrespect individual. So other people who don't like those type of things just stay away. They prefer going on a family vacation where they will happy, they and their friends, they will just have fun, and have fun. People spend $3,000-4,000 to go out of country these days and just have fun. So when they come back, they don't worry about going to bring their association anymore. They
Mhm.
so we really need to create that morale again where people will respect us, where they will be comfortable in going to these things where they are being there will be meaningful. And I think that's the biggest thing that's suffering our community. And let me talk about it a little bit. For example, people of voices, people like you, people that you would the Chairman Collins or how do you call it, Madam Idepu, Fred Guyan, these people who get BB names, Gissen Jerry, those are our voice in America here. We expect them to be civil in many things so that tomorrow when they're representing us on the outside, they will have a backing of, I can talk for my people because I don't have any one with my people. I can speak on behalf of Crown people. But I'm getting really suspicious of most of the our big brother who getting skin. They want to go gutter with every single person. And then from there, you won't be the voice of the organization. It doesn't work that way.
Who are some of those?
People I don't want to, let me be frank. I got a problem with Mr. Gerald, who I respect a lot. I got a problem with him. And I also have a problem with people going on him personally too. I got a problem with that. But Mr. Double, if a 17-year-old wakes up who we know with no name, so many times start going after you on Facebook, you know better. You won't go after that person. You praise Double. People know you. I will not bother with that. There are a lot of people who went after, who wrote things about us in the community. You don't go after them the way you will go after them. I will intelligent and responsive than things that hold me down. But I will not go gutter the way sometimes Mr. Jerry can go gutter with people foot to foot. And he wants to still become the voice of our community. That does not work like that. How many times see Temo Collins go gutter with people? The man is a human being. You do something to get hurt.
How many times they include Temo Collins' wife in things and talk about his wife too? You don't think that would make him to do what he did? The thing never had anything to do with his wife being involved in the process. And his mom.
So communication is give and take. And I'm not saying I will support anybody who involve anybody family into things, whether your wife, whether your child, whether your brother, your sister, who got nothing to do with you and involved into it. I don't support that. They involve Thelma calling everything on earth. They involved it on Facebook before. I never knew whether somebody had talked to Thelma Collins' wife. I know they wrote before saying Thelma Collins does not have a wife. And all that story they wrote about Thelma Collins before. I know they involved Fred going on wife and things before. And his whole family life. But Fred had not gone foot to foot gutter with people like that, putting their names and description.
Do you have issue with Michael Gilman's statement against the president of GGA?
Like I said, any statement that is condescending to anybody against it.
Why did you sing out Gibson Gerald?
No, I'm named tons of people who are our voices in America here. And then you say, give me one. And I did. And I mentioned Gibson Gerald. That's what I did. So what I'm saying, I'm not, Mr. Jerry, I respect him a lot. But he's one of our voices in give it to you or not liking. When things come up, his writing is good. Mr. Jerry will go out there and represent us. But you can't do that in two phases. You can't be this person in the community and be this person representing the community. That's a difficult thing to do. I'm not here to advise him. He's an older man. He know what he does. It good for him, all that. But if we would depend on him to be our person, to be the face, and not just Gibson Jerry alone, a lot of people, young people come here to even be that person. Let us be civil. Let us respect one another. The election will come and go. I see this before. So speaking for experience,
you've been there before. You were VP before.
I've been there. And they come and go, and then friend of myself talking today. One time I called no, like on a civil basis, like we discussing and stuff like that. You were on the other side kind of story, for a very long time. Like when things were fixed, and I call my sister, she and myself get some kind of connection from our family side, Evelyn Penham. And Evelyn Penham were afraid to answer my phone. She kept asking me, Levi, are you recalling me and stuff? I said, no. Well, I do that. Everything that happened. We're moving on. We are brother and sister. She had, like I said, we had a connection with the family tie, before and stuff like that. So I'm just begging people.
Have you been in connection with Boo Unit?
I'm saying, Boo, my man. I'm a big brother there. He and I talk. She was in Arizona when I used to be there. We talk. We fine. And Boo not get no one issue. Even when doing our rock and roll, Boo and myself never had any particular issue. So I don't have a problem with Boo Unit. But again, like Boo Unit, on our side, we hear that Boo enough. We say things about him. But how many times you see Boo ever come on show and they respect and bring it in? He got it differently. He meeting he different. He meeting what he think is good for the community, and he pushes on that idea. But he never one day say the person like this, will you let you? I'll call your mom, or I'll
So
call
you
your father,
think
your family. He
people
never
should
does it.
quiet down and seize the tension in GGAA and only throughout the campaign or wars and campaign in a good mood and
In
tell
a good
people what
mood,
their
I
candidate,
agree.
or they would do for the people of Grand County, I mean Grand community.
Yeah. For example, on the education stuff that is up, that become the big thing. I'm a big education fan. I I push my kid to go to school myself. I came here when people are doing two job, being a layoff saying like, bro, I started taking people student loan here going to school and the type of student loan on my head, you can't talk, nothing can talk. Okay. I won't sit there to say, oh, people who are not educated are better than educated people. I would never say that. But Prince, you and I know that the world education had different faces. It had people who go to formal education who get their bachelor, master, doctorate, and all that thing, they're there. All the people who learn and become real good people and become relevant and become leaders and become rich people, they're there. We're in the country that we can see all that. I agree. The Grange Constitution says it must be the high school graduate. That's a plain and clear thing. Then you give a specific well-educated people a tax to perform the election commission, which Mr. Jeru was part of or 2 years ago. It was one of the tough election commissioners they ever example. Isn't Jeru? The riots on the wall, Mr. How do you call Mr. Rai from Iowa? All these people, they vetted these people. They never disqualified them on education. In during their own vetting, they said they were going education other than medical requirement. What they held them on, the different people who they disqualified, were on different things. Then we move fast forward. We move to this election commissioner, which everything have everything in my man. I live in Arizona. I know how technical everything is, how guiding and respected he respects his own well.
But
The man did his job.
they say everything they not do a lot of vetting with these people. They didn't scrutinize them.
I don't know who said that because number one, everything did his job. He put things out there. We all agreed. The boy agreed. Nobody lay any complaint. Everything was fine. Then we begin to speculate about people educational value. And I don't care. Like if I say I get a degree and I don't get it, you go to my school, you bring real raw proof and show to me, say the school say Levi and get you're not ready for high school, he lying. That's a discussion. But all the thing we're doing is just speculation. And what pains me is then we instead of just trusting the body that we respect and put in place that what they did, we accept it. None of us here have proven the very me. I never get all my documents when I'm graduating Zeru or what kind of school I graduated from, what kind of college I go to. I've never done it. Gibson Jerry never come on the show and provide to us what school you graduated from the
Why you
document.
have issue? You have personal issue with Gibson. You keep referring to
No, because he's one of the people who stress on it. And I'm just giving an example. That's why I mentioned my name first. Mr. Jerry did not come. Get all the documents on these shows that where college he graduated from in America, what kind of degree he get, and where he going, all of that he have not done it. But we expect other people to do it. Even though they have public figure, I agree, but we all public figure. But
Gibson has the right to make these claims against anybody who want to contest. It is that person's responsibility to say. I listened to the vice president candidate last night, but I'm Josephine Slew in North Dakota. She explained it, and I say I didn't go to school. And she spelled it out right there. I went to the school.
Yeah.
I'm a classmate, and this and that, and she's it is. It's like when Othello Brown, listen, Othello Brown came out and said that certain people on that lady on ED ticket, she's not an accountant. Or the lady that was on Boti ticket was not an accountant. The lady asked her, they asked her. They said, "Do you know me?" She had to make her case that she's an accountant. And she proved this man wrong.
Correct.
So people made these allegations, you have to prove these people wrong. When they say Obama, when I'm born, my birth certificate, I'm sure birth certificate to people. So
you are right.
And said, I went to school. These are my classmates. These are people I went to school with. And she said it last night. I listened to the thing last night on in that. It was Orito who had that thing.
Very good.
North Dakota. So
So
because
with all
someone
that
says something against you, it does not mean that person hates you or the person is trying to
no,
denigrate you.
no, I'm not
The person
insinuating
is
that. I'm
trying
not
to tell you that
insinuating.
maybe Gacy don't
I'm
know,
not insinuating.
and all she has to do is to prove it wrong. It's not. It's
I'm
only
not
that person
insinuating.
hates
I'm
you.
not insinuating. I'm not insinuating that is somebody hits somebody. I'm not insinuating that. What I'm saying is, if you don't have to, you don't do it. Even with all that Josephine had done, Jason still wrote on my post this morning that Josephine is a fifth grade dropout. And wardens,
That's his belief.
no, but wardens, listen to me now. Wardens, when you try to implement these things, bring things, some wordings are deterred to bring people down. And when you start to make certain words that are not factually correct and you try to say the thing, people feel you disrespecting them. And that's why we get all the clashes. If Gibson comes on here and say, I don't believe Josephine graduated from high school, I want to prove it. And you stop that fire and you say, but looking at describing as a fifth grade dropout, people who don't know anything and this and that. When you use that language,
When Gibson came on my show the other time, I had him
mm-hmm.
with Collins, Mr. Pine, and JJ. He talks about the lady's education, that she's fifth grade. When they walk in, I said, no, because I know Josephine, I know Pusholevo Ome Suaza. She called or this guy who was a 10th grade classmate before the Civil War, and Trinitaru is right in Iowa, Des Moines. They were in school together in Yekepa, 10th grade. And these are people she called, so she was not in fifth. So I told him, no, she was not in fifth grade when they walk in. Then I disagree with him and corrected him on my show here. But when Gibson goes on his program and then say it, Josephine, I said she was in a rally last night. She said it out.
So what we are saying,
So when you going to change
Mr.
Gibson for
Davo,
changing what Gibson believe, Gibson going to say what he believes.
no,
Right.
but if you are a trusted person in the community and voice of our community, where you say what you, Mr. Double, if you circulate anything, a lot of people tend to believe it because you are the voice of this community. Believe it or not, you just say something, even you just generating your mind about me and put it out there. It will be half. I'm going to take it from people more. That's character assassination. That's not good. Mr. Jeru is very intelligent human being. Mr. Jeru, one of the people I like in the place that he's smart, he's everything. But when he's trying to create something that is not right, he will never leave it. Then that's not a good thing for the man who is the voice of our community. I'm not the advisor.
He's not insulting.
I'm not the advisor.
He's not insulting the lady. He is not. He's not down.
I'm not. Listen to my word. I choose words to use them very, very sensitively. I never came here to say insulted her. I never said that.
No, I'm telling you too.
But if you degrade me to the if you degrade me to a level below me, that's denigrating somebody.
You know that you're not you know that you're not a fifth grade. She knows that she's not a fifth grade dropout. So why did it bother her?
Mr. Double, we're pleasing for us to try to speculate that the friend of go to school. I didn't doing that just. That's not good.
In some of the American people mind here, Obama is not an American citizen.
So do you support somebody just coming? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you, Mr. Double. Do you support somebody coming out and generating falsehood on somebody and just think and say that the person view and you believe that? Do you think we should do that in a community?
Somebody come and say something and say like that what he said about the education aspect of Josephine. Josephine knows she's when walking, she didn't start in 5th grade.
And you know it's not true.
Someone still living. I just told you that she said it in the meeting in a gallery of Grandians last night. And she expressed it out there to the people.
Of course. But okay. I don't want to dwell on that too much because, like I said, I'm not one of the promoter of people who now go to school and this and that is okay. I'm not saying that, but if you using false code,
our constitution says you must have
high school.
Yes.
And from everything we think, people who we accusing of now graduating from high school, according to our books, according to people who put in place to check on these things, they told us the people they meet the criteria. So we should go on that. I know it's politics time, but Mr. Jerry is a voice of our community. Let him be a little, careful when he pushing on things. Thank you. I'm gonna move on to something else. If you have anything else to ask me.
Go ahead.
So what I want to move on is speculative to these elections. I want to say, and I want to speak directly to Madam Poa.
If you go to the election, I thought you would stay on GGAD, so some we're going on. So
Oh
I
no,
got
no,
questions. I
I'm
got
with the
questions.
GAD long time, brother, man.
I got questions laid out here, Mr.
Okay, now
President.
you can
So
invite,
yeah,
if
so
you're
yeah,
able,
so
you can invite Uriah and
tell
the
them to come in. Let them click on it,
and
and
Mr. Bria.
and the person you send the link to listen. They can click on the thing, and I will bring them on. Once they click on it, come here in the back. I will see them and bring them on the show. But before we get to them, in this GGA
Uh-huh.
election, this is a heated election that is going on here, and people are coming in Kentucky here to elect their president. They're not going to select. They're not going to handpick. It's going to be an election. Mr. Otavio Gilmon, the Gilmon Slew ticket, and then the poor, was ticket. You are a Granjida, you have the legal right, even though people say, oh, he's from the GGAD, but you are not giving all your membership of the Granjida Association. So obviously you have the right to register to cast your vote. And as a leader in this community, as a voice of this community, someone who served this organization as the vice president of this organization, Mr. Levi Kine, will you endorse anyone tonight, or are you going to endorse any of the candidates that are in the race tonight? And if you would do that tonight on my show, Mr. Kine, I want to know the reason you are endorsing any Idepoa or Gilmore.
So you are right, and this election is very important as I myself follow the trend of this election, the involvement and everything, and I've been watching, and I think it's very important, and that behooves me to come on here tonight and discuss, the granular politics with you. Tonight. I'm not endorsing a person. I will not endorse any one human being tonight. I
I mean,
will
a
be
group.
endorsing platforms.
Yeah, Gilmore Slew platform,
I will be endorsing
Poa
platforms
United
tonight.
platform of team.
Exactly. I will be endorsing one of the two platforms, and I will give you exactly one of the reasons behind my endorsement to invading this platform. To what my thinking is that Granger Association can go in that direction to be successful. So let me
Are we
start.
making progress before you endorse anybody right now? Do you think that the organization is making progress?
At this juncture, considering where it came from 2015 to where it is, I will give credit to Mr. Maye, to Ubodi, and to Madam Poa. Yes, I'll give them credit for whatever they've done to get it to even hold it onto this stage.
Okay.
I will give them credit because I had not been them, the organization would have died. So let give credit to what credit is due.
Yeah, go ahead. But I want to know if you're going to endorse anything tonight.
I will endorse a platform. I'm going to start with.
Can you do that now?
Yeah, I'm going to start with Madam Idepoa. And I'm gonna go personal, and I'll go.
You're not going to endorse the two groups tonight. Now.
I'm gonna go personal, and I'm gonna go GGA general thing. When I had a long-standing relationship with Madam Poa, now like we are friends, holding hands and doing stuff, and not what it is. But I had a personal relationship. Are you hearing me? People try to call me on Facebook when they see you on Sunday, they can call you. You hear me okay?
Yeah, you are clear.
Yeah, when they see you now, then I can call you. So, Madam Poa, personally, she and I have real good contact. And I'm saying this to say, even when my mother passed away, Madam Poa called me on a really personal level, and we had a discussion. And I really appreciate her. And not just me, a lot of people that woman touch. She's a good person, or a good person. When it comes to her leadership, I don't have a problem with it. The problem I have in this election is, I'm going to be very clear tonight here. I'm going to go ahead and endorse the Gilmore Slew platform. And the reason why I'm endorsing this platform is the platform, most of the Granger presidents have been running on up to Madam Poa time. Their platform have been pretty much the same. If you already read this platform, it's the same old thing that Temo wanted to do. He had not, he did something left there for a Grand Cancer story. Mayakan, they came and did it with slightly little different things. I mean the general idea now, not the wordings of the platform. The general thing. Hospital bill. I'm not hearing you. For some reason, I think when they call me, I went low.
Yeah, so you gotta go out and come back in. It's from your end.
Okay.
Go off and come back.
All right, let me come back real quick. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So go off and come back. Uriah Soon is here tonight. The Mr. Breaking News sort of the on the Prince Double show here tonight. Mr. Soon, I gotta mute your phone. You got a little feedback from it. And Mr. The president of the GGAD group here in the United States, the Honorable Levi Kine, has just endorsed the Gilman Slew ticket. And man, he came back in with it, Mr. Soon. Let me put Soon in the. I'm not putting Soon in the middle. I want to put this man in the middle here. So I mean, he just endorsed the the Gilmore Slew ticket, and he's going to give us reason. He's about to give reasons. I hope you hearing me now.
Yes, I'm hearing okay.
Yeah. So please give the reason why this. Why are you endorsing Gilmore Slew ticket? Why you want
So,
to?
like I said, if people were hearing me, I said, Madam Poa, I got a personal relationship, not like buddy thing, but I know her. She know me. Even when my mother passed away, she called me, and she's a community organizer. I trust her for that. She's a good person,
Yeah.
a real good human being. I won't be anywhere where somebody would disrespect Madam Poa. It won't get down well with me. I would disagree with you. When it comes to the trending of leadership in Grand United Association, that's where I differ. My difference with that is they when I read most of the platform from Mr. Colin Time, even including my own boss, Mr. Guyan, up to Madam Poor Time, it consistent with the same kind of general concept of how this organization should be ran. And when you watched it, that platform had not it has maximized its strength. There's something in chemistry and physics. When you get a certain place and you stop there, you can't move anymore. It means that strength is maximized. In sports, if a coach and I get different language again to teach new player and he stopped winning, his coaching strength have maximized. It stopped that far. It means it expire. We need new ideology to move things forward, matching the situation that is in existing at the time. So it does not mean the leader were bad leaders. I'm not saying that. It means our time, our ideology have maximized. For example, they want hospital, they want community center, they want thing. It has been the language of over 20 years. And it had not really moved Green Judea to a level that people think it can move to. Now, if you and I made it very clear, I'm not endorsing Gilman. I'm not endorsing Josephine Slew as a person. I'm endorsing the platform. The platform is progressive.
But what is it? What is different from the platform? These guys want to implement the platform, so you endorsing them.
If the party disagree with Gilman today and say Gilman is not implementing what we're doing, to remove him, they can put their secretary there. So I'm not endorsing Gilman. I'm endorsing the platform. You understand that?
Well, you are confusing about it tonight.
No, I'm not confusing. If Gilman is not following the platform as an individual, they can remove him and put somebody else that will follow the platform.
Here, because Gilman platform and the platform from Madam Poy it's the same kind of thing. You don't know a lot of difference on it. They talk about agriculture. They talk about let me put it out here.
So when Mr.
Send me your platform. Please inbox me your platform, Mr. Shaw or Jenny.
Let me tell you, I talked to Madam Poa and the VP. They called me and they wanted me to support them, and I asked them for their platform. I haven't gotten it, but the platform I saw from last year to this year, I don't see things progressive on there. If they had a platform down that is inclusive of progressive idea, that's a different thing. I'm not sure, and I don't want to say.
You saw Gilman's platform and he's endorsed. You didn't see the other platform.
They never. I asked for it.
Then why you came up from that the platform from Thermal down
because I watched their show things because I watched their show things they were promoting, things they were talking about on their platform. I watched everything. I watch it every night. So
okay,
things we're talking about. Build community center, build basketball court. No, let me tell you. So let me declare who you know that I want it.
I will give it to you, but let me go to Gilman Slew's platform here, 2025 platform for the Gilman Slew team. They said they're going to provide office space and create a comprehensive database for Grand Judea. During your administration, you had an office space in Grand Judea, so it was on your platform. It's the same thing. Number two, they said they're going to purchase a community hall. They're going to purchase a community center for Grand Jury Association. Man, you wanted to do that. He was stopped by Booth
It did not
in the administration.
wanted to. Okay.
So it was
it did not happen.
You said things that were on the platform from back then. You're seeing a different thing from the. I'm just trying to print things out to you. Whether you're happy or you're not happy, but these were platform. Not mean that it doesn't mean that what they put on the platform here, they're going to implement it. Like the predecessor. So let's go to let's go to they said they're going to promote agricultural development in Grand Jury.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Let me go back to these two platform items you just named. When we had an office space, it was coordination, so we have representation in Liberia. Knowing that Grand Jury Association is one of the biggest organizations in America, and we need to have an established office space here, no president have achieved that here in America. So if Mr. Gilman platform is coming to achieve that, that's a progressive idea, because what will happen is you can be the big and you don't have a citizen.
Office space, he said you're going to promote the number one, he said provide office space, provide official office space, and create a comprehensive database for Grand Jury. Mr. Jenkins, is this going to office space going to be here in the US or back home? The office space, is it going to be here? Because I don't know if maybe you can talk for them. If the office space will be
if you're asking Jenkins directly, I will
answer. To promote, they're going to get an office space, and then you go to number two. They say they're going to purchase community center for GGA. So I don't know if they're going to purchase a community center and get an office space. So I don't know what the office space is going to be here or Grand Jury or Liberia.
If you want Jenkins to answer that, he can do it. Yeah, Jenkins can do it. I have an understanding of it because I read it.
Jenkins muted himself. Jenkins got on mute himself.
I know he's stuck. Maybe you're not even closer to the phone. Jenkins just smiling.
No, Jenkins hearing us. It's a movie. He's hearing us.
Oh yeah.
Mute yourself, Jenkins. My question. My question to you, Mr. Kine, President Kine. Like you said from your explanation that things that on platform from Fredtown, Collinstown, Menyestown.
All right.
You're not seeing it on Gilmore's platform.
I just unmute myself. I was talking about it.
With a different platform, and I'm seeing some of the things that were on other platform, on Gilmore's platform, office space, community center. Albert T. White, you go to say one of the biggest sports stadium for the people over a basketball thing for the people. You didn't talk about
that's a different thing.
She want to do a football field for the people. That's just a football field here they're talking about.
Okay.
So I was thinking that you saw a different thing that was not even mentioned back then. Now we are seeing this.
Let me. I don't have to match platform to platform items. The progressiveness on that platform, let me tell you what it is. The progressiveness on Mr. Gilmore and the Gilmore Slough platform one, they establishing an office space in the United States, in the city of Philadelphia, where our organization is established, and that when we have meeting people, they will come in our office and meet with us. And that's a progressive idea, because the big organization must have a home where people can meet them and identify with them. So that's very progressive. Nobody had done it. And as far as I've been
was supposed to answer, Mr. President, I don't know. Maybe you talk.
Let me tell you,
Mr. President, 1 minute I will give you the chain now. Maybe you talk to them where the office space is going to be. Is it going to be in the U.S. or Liberia? That was my question.
Oh, my understanding is answer that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The office space will be in Philadelphia.
Okay.
That's answer your question, right?
Yeah. No, because he says the office space. So,
yeah.
I mean, we had. So I hope you all understand what I'm saying, because
the
president came. He said things they didn't see. He been seeing all these things now. He's seeing different things. So he talked about office space. We never had office space here, but we had office space in Liberia. So I was thinking that Liberia is having an office space. So that's
that is the disingenuous act that we're done. We that getting the money in America to go do anything in Liberia. We not get place where we meet our leader. When we get issue, where to run. When our children come to America, where to get in connection to directly. We don't have it. But we'll spend all the millions of dollars, then we get offered in Liberia. This organization was funded to seek the people here first before we seek people out there. People in America not doing nothing. Their life is distressed, and we just say we be office in Liberia. No, here first, Liberia will be later.
Okay.
So Mr. Dover, that was clear. So I think he clarified that. So that was
No, I
something
mean
that
a
makes
different
sense
thing
to
you
me.
talk a different thing because I've never seen we have an office space here. So that's a different
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
So that's something that is very clear to me. And another thing, and I'm not about to read the platform tonight, things that I see that I think are progressive, that what I'm going to point out. And the insurance issue. The insurance issue came about. I'm not saying nobody ever floated the idea or certain things that people bring before in the community. No. The insurance issue, I remember I was part of discussion during Thermal Collins time when the insurance issue came up. And our inability to be able to vividly explain it or to sell the idea or to cultivate enough evidence to encourage people into accepting it was unavailable. So we didn't even go into that. But it's a real thing that can be done whether internally or externally. And that's a progressive idea that will bring in money and service our people. With GGAD, we were the biggest donor to our own people during COVID time. I expect Ranger Association to be something like that. When your people in need, service your own people. And that's progressive. That's a progressive idea. And again, I'm involved. I'm one of the OGs. I'm not taking myself out of this OGs thing. I'm a part of them. I was vice president, and we never did that. And let me tell you, President was a little progressive. President talking about building roads in Liberia, and people are laughing at him and say, we're not even able to build 1 kilo of road because 1 kilo of road costs 1 million. We're not able to generate 1 million in the country. People say that. But it's a progressive thinking that we can put something on the paper and make it work. When we don't believe in big things. We think they can't work. And that's where we limit ourselves to little things. The $300 when somebody died, we're getting $300. I can't even buy food. So I'm moving on to the net progressive idea. People may have talked about agriculture in Liberia. There are other agriculture, one organization that was specifically for agriculture. So they made a whole agriculture, their whole organization in agriculture. But the progressiveness in there is the ability for Grand Association to impact people to not only create or sustainability among themselves, but to be able to say our children do something that 4 or 5 people working on our farm today because our children in our place. So you create employment, which is self-sustainability. And it also create the opportunity that we help our people produce a certain thing that can be circulated among themselves. That's progressive idea. So when they talk about having a farm in Kunemo, having a farm in Basin District, I myself, if you ask the KDA family, Mr. KDA was having this big farm in Kunemo area where he job brushed, asked all the people to put rest in it that first year. They took all the rest and he plant whatever you want to plant, and that thing was very beneficial. And I'm not there right now to see whether it's working, but people have done it before it worked. They have a big organization that can do such a thing. So these are progressive ideas, creating an opportunity when people have problems in the country to come to Grenadier Association, not to struggle by themselves, for example, or immigration issue. We got plenty of people who know about immigration in our midst. They only sitting down because we never created that link for them. I'm not saying they will send for people in Brennan, all Grenadier will show up in America and be here. Not what I'm saying. But if
300 people every year.
I don't know, Jenny can explain that other part. But where I'm sitting now, if I have immigration issue, I'm able to call somebody if this thing is in place. I able to call somebody at GGA and say, oh man, I'm an immigration lawyer. That person knows the system, they know what it is because they're in that field. They're able to connect me with somebody who can assist me with my immigration problem. That's part of the service. It's not like they got to bring my children and everybody to me in America before we say they do immigration thing. So these are progressive ideas. The problem we have is we have not done them. We think they can't work. And that's why the problem is. So because their platform is progressive, and I think most of our platform we had before are not that progressive. I'm gonna go this time with a progressive platform to see what we can do for a new range.
You think those things that are written on the platform, Jenkins and Ryerson wrote on our platform, they were implemented? Do you really think that it will implement them?
Yeah, let me come to you.
I'm talking about the president, Mr. Kine. I'll come to you and you guys soon. I'll open the mic.
Knowing Otavio Gilman, studying for the last few years. I know Otavio now closely for over 5 years now. And knowing his own involvement into things, knowing how he's very challenging. And when he want to do something, he will fight it and do it. Giving your own background, being a real estate or investor, and to start a business in the country for it to be successful is very hard. You gotta be somebody who can pursue things, who can pursue things to make sure they happen. And Otavio Gilman had that characteristic. And the level of contact, they brought down me to talk to people I may not have talked to in my entire life, and I talked to them. And because I know the level of contact he has, I believe he and Jenkins sitting in that chair, the level of contact that young man has, I believe that every single thing they say is you can come here tonight and say 100% these things will happen, of course. But with what I believe in this platform item will be implemented and gradually will be taken to the next level. I can tell you that.
That's good. Well, let me open Mr. Soon's. But there's a echo coming from Mr. Soon that is interfering with our sound. Mr. Soon, are you there? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
You hearing Mr. Soon?
Yes, Prince, I'm hearing you. Are you not hearing
Yeah,
me?
he low, he got an echo. Let him go and come back.
Are you not hearing me?
It's very low. And wherever you're using is interfering. Nobody around you watching the show?
No, just me.
It may be like open two windows.
Yeah, we're not hearing you.
Okay.
Well, like open two windows.
Call it or come back here,
yeah. Sometimes we open two windows, it can happen at that.
Temuya General Secretary Jenkins Greer out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, my old city.
Your old city boy.
My old city. How's your registration? You had a serious meeting today, I heard.
Yeah, you were in a meeting. I know you were here driving.
My man.
They got a ninja. Praise. Yeah, driving our meeting. It was tense.
Yes.
Frank, give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it was tough in there.
The meeting was tense. So I just came from Fargo, drove, and I arrived for me to take my little nap. The meeting started, my man. They classed me for my eye. The man holding on $120, my man, to register.
Oh yeah, you know Joe now. Joe will chop you. Our president here, we got to beg our president to bring it down to $50.
When you register 10 people, you in G2, my man.
Yeah. I want our president to carry to $100 so you guys can pay money. The big bit of buddy, our president is due for $50. Mr. Son, what kind of phone are you using, man?
I'm using the same phone you got, brother.
I mean, camping manager, I gotta get a guy good phone, man.
Hey, you must check the volume too. Check the volume.
Okay.
Get the volume up.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Greer, all these things on your platform, you're going to implement some of them or all?
We're going to, at least when we can implement more than 50%. Yeah.
Kissing say you want to debunk. I ain't bringing Kissing on tonight.
Don't debunk who now?
My man, Ready So said, don't bring Kissing. I'm not even accepting Kissing phone call tonight.
At least the conversation going good.
Are you hearing me?
I'm not accepting Kissing phone call. I'm not accepting nothing from Kissing today. Kissing on your own.
Prince, are you hearing me?
My man, any man low?
Yeah, man low, but I don't air going. Always air going.
Maybe different thing going on. I don't know.
You have to call your phone off and you put it back on.
Yeah, let me reboot the phone. I think
that's what you need to do. Reboot the phone. And then. So, my man, you got a platform here that entices the president of GGAD to endorse you. He said he endorsed the platform, not you, but I just the platform.
But who wrote the platform?
That's a strange thing. I don't know. The president gets told that you're not endorsing your, they all
they put us sitting here with the president and the VP. We wrote that platform.
Yeah, because the immigration
Mr. Dower, they people like Liberian people, they create the overthrow people. Yeah, our duly elected or how they call it, speaker, if they overthrowing if some men get over there. So they may can jump and say whatever give it now or president and more can put somebody there. That's their own party. I got nothing to do with it. But so long the people implementing the platform are our respect.
Bobby told us I'm gonna bring you instead of getting you. Then my man or any your election coach here said, don't bring Bobby to the Remember, if you want the people to come on to exchange, I don't think they're going to be Bobby.
Bobby wants to come on. Maybe if somebody comes on to be where they want to be, I still be who I am.
No attacking personality. Just talk the issue. That's what we need.
If you want to bring Gessie, I'll bring him. Gessie my second talk.
Actually, I will be on a game on team side. If you bring me on,
it can be anywhere. It can be anywhere. I don't have I'm not a campaign manager for the SLU team. I'm endorsing them. So what I'm doing.
Platform is a president.
Yeah.
You're not endorsing it. So the platform.
It gets it wants to come on. That's fine. I just did.
What is the platform and what is Ameno?
Ask the president. They asking me.
No, but
because let me give you the distinction between endorsing a candidate and endorsing a platform. Mm-hmm. If I say I endorse Otavia Gamer tonight, people will deduce from it and put together connection, relationships, and this and that. That's not what I'm endorsing him for. I'm endorsing the platform that is written. You see that have progressive idea to promote Nigeria. That's what I'm endorsing.
Are you hearing me now?
We're hearing you, but I can't put changes over the president. Okay, the president have to be off. So my man, I heard the president, I heard your vice president last night speaking, and she was very eloquent. So why they keep talking about education?
Who said she's not eloquent?
I mean, that's the news been hearing around places.
Where that news? It's not a reality.
Oh, wow. Your poor out there last night gave her the mic and she did a very good job.
So now that you just said you saw her speaking last night, I believe you believe now what is circulating is false.
Oh, I didn't. At one point on my show, I called Gibson to a point that the woman was not 5th grade student when the war came.
And friends, I just want to say something short about that. When Gibson will go around and say Madam SLU is a 5th grade student, then I question Gibson's ability to understand things. Because Gibson was once election commissioner together with me. We vetted these people. We disqualified them not on the basis of education. They presented to us their education documents. In fact, our judgment across the board, look at everyone's education or credential. There was no problem with one person. They were all disqualified based on different qualifications. So I don't know how is he coming up with this information, but again, it is campaign time. Gibson being the senior advisor to Madam Idepo administration, at the same time, some kind of campaign manager, like I would say, so he has a right to say what he want to say about any candidate.
No, he's the advisor to Madam Poa.
Yeah, he's the senior advisor.
Political advisor.
Legal advisor, or what kind of advisor he is to the poor administration. Yeah.
Legal advisor.
As we find ourselves in the campaign time, anybody can wake up and say anything about anybody. So those things are not things that we are surprised of. So we speaking for those people, we should always be in the position to defend them, to bring out the truth. So I'm not surprised that anybody comes and says Josephine is a second grade dropout. That's how they feel. That's what they want to say. Because the very first thing, we all met in America. So we don't know some people back then.
How you got Augustus being on Game of Thrones team?
That's the power of our team. The platform we got is the thing that people are friends.
Oh, wow.
We have a very powerful platform that people are gearing towards.
Mr. Double, let me just give an example on something. And you can bring Mr. Gerald in so we can have a civil conversation. I don't have a problem with that. Let's say this. When we know we all live in different places, I go to school different way, I do my own yama online, this and that.
I've Jerry and Bobby today. The people want me to send a link to you so I can hear the link. But we have to be civil tonight.
They can tell me. It will take our time to talk. We're not called each other off.
What a button. Anybody else see what put it beyond?
Oh, yeah.
I want to make this point concerning this education thing. We all live in different places. People don't even know why elementary school I went to in Liberia. I tell you, talk to my friends. You friends over there, you don't know. People were going to SPS. I went to Jesse Valley. People will not know. I went to Jesse Valley, doing all my yama. Went to Arico, go to the Christ King Lutheran High, graduated, and people will not know that. If I'm a person who keep things to myself, I will not explain it to people, and people don't know that. People will not just wake up because they don't know how I came into being. They can't just speculate that I didn't graduate from high school. For example, Mr. Jeru is a legal advisor to Madam Poa. I don't know when Mr. Jeru went to legal school and got a degree in law. I don't know that. What I saw one time on Facebook, Mr. Jeru was showing you classes he was doing, pre-law 101, pre-law 102, and things like that. What he said he was doing. He was talking on Facebook from his own thing. So I saw it. I said, "Oh, my man, my brother going to pre-law. Those are elementary law courses. That's what he was doing." And then one time on Facebook, he said, "You're not doing it anymore." He stopped and he will continue certain time. And so if you use the word I'm a legal advisor, I will question that too, because number one, you don't get law degree. And then you say legal advisor, that's in education, that's falsification. Because if you equate the education, we don't equate it to your knowledge. If I don't know law and say I'm giving people legal advice, it's not just from my experience or hearing people saying it, for which I'm saying, or from reading a bunch of books. I should have the credential to do so. If I don't have the credential and I'm calling myself a legal advisor, that's fraud.
So you try to tell people that this thing is fascinating?
That's why if he has a law degree that I don't know about, then that's why I'm respecting that. Because he can come and say, "Oh, I went to school, I get a law degree, I do all that." But if you don't have the education to call yourself legal advisor, then that's educational fraud. So we can't just say, I can't just wake up and say, "Oh, Mr. Jeru committing fraud," because I only saw what I saw on Facebook that you're doing law 101 and law, I didn't know what he continued to do to get that status. So I can't come here and vividly say that he's committing fraud. I can say that because I don't have evidence. You see, so you don't just say something because it's election season and you're putting on somebody's head. You can't do that. The reason I never knew or the secretary was a PhD candidate. So if I sat there and overlooking because he wrote one sentence that did not get A's in it and he mistakenly typed something and I'm correct, based on that, and the secretary is not educated. Now when I get to know that he's pursuing a PhD, what do I say? So you don't prejudge people until you know all the facts. Because now we are saying that even the fifth grade team, Mr. Jeru, is claiming you yourself believe it's not true. So when as a man who is the voice of the community, when you find out that these things are not true, he should be able to say, my people, I make a mistake. But Josephine, a 10th grade student. So then he believe the 10th grade part of it and stop the 5th grade dropout thing, because that's not true. We gotta be safer in these things. But he's stuck on it. Even this morning when I wrote something, he went on and said, you supporting 5th grade dropout now. After everything,
you say you're trying to call Gibson to be saver, and you not being saver tonight with Gibson.
No, I'm saver. I'm 100% saver. I'm not questioning Gibson being a legal advisor. I just give you an example. I said the things I saw from him. If I base my judgment on those two things, it means he shouldn't call himself a legal advisor. That's what I'm saying. But Gibson may have gone to school and get credential in that area that I don't know. So because I don't know that, I can't come on here and say he committed educational fraud. I can't say that because I don't have proof. Not only based on the two things he said on Facebook and said. Because the only thing I saw about his going to school in law, he put a course in there up that day. He was doing pre-law 101, and this and that. He got a course in listing. So based on that, if that only A he did, then he not qualified to be legal advisor according to the credential. But I can't judge him because in case he's living in South Dakota.
They did not pick a lawyer to be a legal advisor. So maybe somebody with ideas in the field can be either.
So is that where we're going to now? We get idea, then you qualify. I'm not saying Gibson is not qualified. Let me be clear. He may have the credential to do what he's doing. But when I only based on idea that he read all the law book, then that for which he's a legal advisor, then that's not accurate. Then it's not correct. Then I'll go back to the same law he preaching that he's not educated to be a legal advisor. That's what I would say. But again, I can't say that.
No, there's nothing in our law. There is nothing in our constitution or law that says to be legal advisor you must have a law degree. But there's something in our constitution that says it's something in our constitution.
No, it's something in education. You don't commit educational fraud. It's something in education that say that.
Is he claiming to be a law graduate, law school graduate? I don't think so.
No, he says he's a legal advisor.
There is nothing in our constitution. But I can take you now, see, my special advisor is my PRO. Then we go.
But no, that's different thing. I'm a special advisor. That's fine. When you say Levi is my economic advisor, Mr. President, Levi is my economic advisor, and I know anything about economic. I don't get any credential of economic. How can I be an economic advisor when I don't have a credential to be an economic advisor? That's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying that Gibson Jeru does not meet that criteria because, again, I only know little about him. Maybe he has other things behind him that I don't know. So I'm not saying that. But if we lay out to be critical, then if you are critical, then we'll be critical on these things.
So you'll be critical on him?
On these things, generally.
In general,
if she would tell you, I'm not running to be president. You have a candidate.
It still don't stop him to have a position that he's not qualified for. If he's not qualified,
it does. So Edith does not. That's illegal advisor to Edith. It's not for to administration, not to the government.
No. It's not Edith personally. Edith is serving in the capacity as president of this organization.
Advisor to Edith.
No, to the administration, the poor in our administration. It's not personal advisor to Edith. How can you twist that dollar? Let's just be fair. Let's just be fair. We are seeing Gibson Jeru claim himself to be legal advisor to this poor in our administration. What is part about it that you want to deny?
To the president, not the administration.
Who the president working for?
Even to
the president working for GGAA.
And let's get a premise. I just gave an example. I'm not saying Gibson Jeru is not qualified. It's not what I'm saying. I say I saw two things on Facebook for himself. If the two things remain, either why he claiming to be legal advisor, then he's not credentialed to be a legal advisor. In English, when they say somebody I'm a legal advisor, the credential dictates to be somebody who has some law credential that you can be legal advisor. Because tomorrow when Gibson Jeru, when you not get the credential, he advisor, you go do that, he run back to the person and say, they say, who is the person? They say, the man did or law 101. And that's why you stop. People look at you funny because he's not the right person to advise you. So that's what we're saying. But I'm not saying Gibson forge and a document or do all that. I don't know much about how he become legal advisor. So when we're playing technicality around education, we should be able to line up these things or to be in the fit spot to do what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. But again, I saw two things that he himself articulated on Facebook that he was doing pre-law 101. He was doing a few courses. And the next time, few years later, you say you drop, you're not doing it, you're doing it all year. If based on these two things are collected, if that's why Mr. Gibson Jeru is basing on to be a legal advisor, then I have a problem with it. That's what I'm saying. That's called educational fraud.
He's not a legal advisor because he has no, okay.
Correct.
I got it. So Bobby, welcome to the show. We are here discussing with you heard your former, I don't know if your former CEO, president just endorsed the Gilmore Slough ticket. And that's a big fish. A big fish. I forgot. Are you going to campaign? Be on the campaign trail for this team, Mr. President Khan?
No, I don't have time to campaign. Unfortunately,
just go
I'll just make my right. Yes.
So then how do you expect them to implement those things on the platform? If you're not campaigning for it, how are they going to win?
Because my endorsement have weight, people who waiting for me to say something will come up and campaign and do a lot of things. Yeah.
Oh wow. Thank you. Well, I welcome Bobby. You are soon. Welcome also Mr. Jenkins Greer. Welcome. And Jenkins and Bobby today are from the Twin City.
My brother.
Cold City, Cold
We're not
State.
far from each other, yeah.
Me and Uriah, me and
You in
Uriah,
Twin City? How you know you live in the Twin City?
me and Uriah are
Yeah,
from Louisville, Kentucky. The only person
Are
on the
you in the
show from
meeting?
the
Are you in
Twin
the meeting
State
tonight?
that's the GGAD
Hey,
president.
I'm catching you now. You're not in the meeting
How in the
tonight.
meeting? How in the meeting?
Bobby, you're not in the meeting. I hear your voice.
But I've got to talk the time. You got everywhere I go talk.
I know, Bobby.
Anyway, Prince, thank you for bringing me on the show. Okay.
Oh, in that meeting, I didn't hear Bobby's voice myself.
I'll just stand and listen to them. You got to give your brethren a chance to air their views. So yeah, thank you for bringing me on. You know, it is a hard thing. I was talking to my dear sister the other day, Julie. She said sometimes she get frustrated. She be like, Bobby, tell your league Grand Jedi Association, Benny. Bobby, I'm begging. Bobby, you okay me? But I can't help it. I can't help it because why? It is a passion. It's instinctive. It is instinctive of me. Despite all the derogatory statement, all the put down, I want to walk away. I want to stay away. But it's just hard for me. And you know, I wish sometimes I go to bed.
Bobby, I won't cut you, Bobby, but remember the time with the Zoe and Levi, Zoe. I said,
I know.
my sister will call me and say, when Bobby called, don't answer him, Prince.
It's just me.
When he call, I know he's going to call when you will be there. Say you won't block him, but when he call, don't answer him.
That's why
I don't know how it will be, but
everything we're talking in this community, everything we're talking, history will always judge us. History will judge us because why? Someone always stand. We stand on the good.
Okay, what you got here? You got a gun?
Oh no, sorry, sorry. So we stand.
Oh, you can't blemish your gun here. Why you Minnesota people then? You let blemish me arm.
They will punch you to come to you. You scared?
No, you got. I see when you got Hassan Fatigai, Maria passing around with gun with DA. I need to stop, man.
No, my team was rusty. I just try to clean up a little bit. With rusty.
What that thing down do? Why you
so,
have to give more letter people passing around with guns?
Send it to me. Let me clean it for you. I got a brochure, everything here.
Yeah. But number this is as I was saying, Prince. Sometimes I want to stay away because like my sister, she gets on her knee. I just pray that Bobby, Grand, I think that erase from your head. So, but I can't help it as I said because I have the passion. I want the good for my people. I'm not only doing it because I want to be center stage. I'm not doing it because I want attention. I've gotten enough attention. Google gave me enough. You go on Google, my name placard. Oh, just for Bobby today. I got enough attention. I mean, attention. I don't need to be relevant. I don't need to be president of this organization in order to be relevant. I don't need to. If I have a thing to do for my people, I can do it other way. Like Mr. Gaiman, you don't have to be president of the organization to implement the immigration policy. You can do it from on the outside. You can help people. You can even go and start the insurance policy thing where when a local chapter sends you president over there. Start it. That's something. You can come and all of a sudden bring the grandiose idea. And my brother coming on here tonight, Mr. How do you call him, Mr. Levi, the president for GGAD. He said he doesn't want personal attack, but he going after Jason Jeru. How Jason Jeru showed it 1 year and he hasn't gotten a degree. You can't do that. Then when people start and say, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't." And listen. When you are man, that's why I say, listen. Being a man is not having those tools, boss. When you are man, you stand for something. Like if you come to endorse Otavio, listen, I am endorsing the Gamers Through team. Nobody. Listen, this is a democratic arena. People respect. People might not agree with your view, but they'll respect your view. You see, the thing is, you can't come say, "Oh, I endorse the platform," but I don't endorse. But according to my brother, who wrote the platform? Who behind that platform? That the idea, the ideology, or the people they put together on the platform. So you don't be. You have to be a man in life. You die one time. Man, you can't come back again. You try your own. You live with you. So you can't say I endorse the platform, but I endorse the book. So the book I wrote as I was, anybody can create a very beautiful manifesto. Anybody can go on the website and create something very pleasing on the eye. So because the thing is pleasing on the eye, you think the people they have the capability to execute the manifesto? Is that what you're telling us tonight, Mr.
The
Mr.
man
Mr.
said you're gonna speak to that, Mr. Kine, President Kine.
Mr. President Kai? Is that if
Yeah.
that what you're saying? Then I'm a little disappointed. Then I mean
No, he's saying,
it's
Mr.
where
You
you are
went
worried
off.
about
You
you
went
have a
off. Bobby
trust.
went out. You went off. So that means kind of he said you endorsed the platform, but not.
No, I got that part. I got it. I got it. I'll speak to it. If Mr. Tony finish, I'll talk to it.
He's
Not a
done.
big
He's
deal.
done.
No, just to
Okay,
wrap it up in 1 minute. I mean, 30 seconds.
let me
Just
tell you.
1 minute,
Let me tell you.
Mr. President. 1 minute, Bobby. 1 minute. Where you got your name? Is that Zeke?
It's no guy grow. I just want to go in like bro. I want to guy grow a little bit on the. He laughing. Every time you want me to go, you love for me to go to Gaia Grow. Oh, the Gaia Grow. When Gaia Grow and Yabatan are 2 points put it together. That man know what I'm talking about. You right so. And Yabatan people Gaia Grow give it to me. My brother just also Amber, but he let's be. Yeah, you're right. You said my brother.
No, Bobby, I don't have any anger in me about this election. I'm very peaceful. It's just the fact that there's certain things we got to stand for, and there's certain things we need to speak to. That's all. Why would I get angry with anybody?
I like your passion, but you just have to ameliorate your tone. You just have to stop it. I mean, you're a strong voice for the team, but when I'm asking my brother, because me, I want to be neutral. I just want the best. But the thing is, you have to ameliorate the tone.
You say you want to be neutral, Bobby?
Eh?
You
When I
know
say
that you
You sound
when I say
neutral.
neutral,
Be your man, brother. Be your
But-
man.
I mean,
Bobby,
Be
you
your
sound
man.
neutral.
in this particular election,
He say
I'm not already
he say he endorsed on a beta
But what I'm
pill. That's what he say.
what I'm saying,
Uh-huh.
Prince, in this particular election, I endorsed it. It's not hitting. I went there.
So
And so
you're not neutral.
what I'm saying is, sometimes I want to play the big brother role for this organization. I want the best for the organization. So when I see people going a logo here, sometimes I sit back and say, you know what? I'm gonna tell my brother, you right now attack me. I'm not even responding to
No,
you.
no. Boy, did I attack you in any way? I want to respond to you the way you do stuff. I don't think it is appropriate. Look, nobody against education in our life.
No.
Nobody
Okay,
against
let me
education.
go on 1
But
minute.
hold on now.
1 minute.
Hold on.
I get
Why-
20
why-
seconds.
Bobby, your
I
time
got
Bobby,
finish.
hold on.
Bobby, your time finish. Get it, man.
I got 20
Hey,
seconds. 20 seconds.
Bobby, you can't
So,
go half
it is-
second in here. Your time finish, Bobby. Get the other man chance.
Bobby,
Okay,
Bobby,
okay.
Bobby,
Bobby,
show you, Bobby. So
let me tell you this.
That one are true.
Jenkins,
There is no way that I'll
get any time.
be angry with you. Nobody in the midst of Nigerian who against education. But your way of promoting education is very condescending to other people. The timing is inappropriate. You get 2 years after election, you be around in this community. You never one day had a forum to invite Brandidian to say that let's discuss education. Let's find way forward how our fellows who are below education can come up. You never did that, but you waited to the election time after you have decided to endorse.
You write 1 minute. When you write, when you end, I will let Levi to come on. Then from there we'll go to Gibson. So
Okay.
you write, go ahead. Nobody more interrupt, gentlemen. I gotta
So,
go.
so,
I
so,
gotta go
Bobby,
down and use it.
you waited election time. This is how you present. This is how you present your argument with the education thing. You use it to disqualify Josephine and Otavio. You are telling them they are not qualified to lead this organization. They will go back to school. The way you present the situation makes it look ugly to other people. Tell me, you, Bobby, what high school you graduated from? I know you get your doctorate degree now. Tell me what high school you finished.
Let me some correction here. I don't have a doctorate degree. I have a master's degree in family nurse practitioner.
Okay, I agree. Tell me, you clarify that, but tell me what high school you finished from.
2, I did not graduate from high school, but got the equivalent of a high school document, my GED. I can bring it on here tonight.
All right, thank you.
Right here.
All right, that's fine. So I don't want you to see me that I've been attacking you. You my little brother.
Listen.
I only have concern with you the way you spoke to Gamer on your talk show that night, and you were referring to him as your cousin, but you denigrated him. That's why I just not like. That's the only thing that I told you, Bob. You gotta be very careful. This is your cousin. You refer to him as a cousin, but you are speaking down highly on him. That's not the way to tell people to go to school. First of all, you know that you are not taking into consideration circumstances surrounding why people don't go to school at this time. You had the opportunity to go to school and you think everybody had the same opportunity. No. In many cases, you're right. All your comments are condescending on people who are not educated. You depend on the not educated to survive in your doing. The very GGA, you the educated people you are hailing today, your backbone is the not educated. The only good thing I understand from you, the educated people, you have serious problem if somebody is not educated and want to lead you. But you are using with the not educated to build your CV and what have you. So why do you think we'll continue to worship you? No. The way you present your education status or education cases to us is very abusive to us. So we're going to stand in your face. I'm gonna be truthful to you, my brother. It is good. Let me give you an example. Your sister Judy, our this cousin. Judy is not degree holder. When Judy left Moses P. Harry, Judy education was not even more than other people, but Judy led the organization with wisdom, with idea, and put Moses P. Harry on the top. Whereas other educated people are taking down Moses P. Harry. So leadership is not about education. Leadership is just about knowledge, wisdom. The people you surround yourself with, how you navigate the system to succeed. That's all leadership is about. GGAA today, when you check the history of GGAA, the conflict we have been having today is all about you, the educated people.
If you can give me,
Bobby, you cannot interrupt. Bobby,
I just want to show you. I want you to screenshot
Bobby,
this.
but you gotta wait for your time, Bobby. You can't do that.
All right.
I
I just want to screenshot this. I'm not in any way trying to brag.
After you
I just
write
want to put it
in,
to bed. I'm not in any way trying to brag, but I'm.
Bobby told it after you
Bobby, why were you bragging? You said you're not in any way bragging. You more than bragging. So stop saying that, brother. You more than bragging.
Okay.
Anyhow, because you know that when they walk him, I did not graduate from high school. They walk him and I came to Ireland.
So you don't know about other people. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't know about other people, so don't just conclude that they are not educated. You and people don't live in the same place.
All right, okay, all right.
Okay, but let me ask you. You and myself do not live together. After the work, you did not see me. If I tell you I graduated high school, will you say no? When after the war, before you and I met here in America, and now I tell you I graduated high school, are you going to believe it or not?
I don't know if you want to make your dialogue. Prince keep telling the whole back, so I just print.
Go.
I'm asking.
Answer him. Keep your question. Answer. You come when your time comes.
I am saying, Bobby. I am saying, brother. Stop breaking with what you got, because you are more than breaking. Don't say you are not. Be bold like a man. Man died one time. You know exactly what you are doing. You are breaking. Two, you are looking down upon other people.
Okay,
and you need to stop there. Thank you.
President.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you. Bobby, my brother here, brother Tony, and my young boy himself, Mr. Gerald. I know he can translate down.
You took a shot at. You took bunch of shots at.
No, I will give it. He's here, and Mr. Gerald understands real good English. So I'm going to talk to him, and he will respond. So he's here. I don't take shot at people. Let me go to respond to Bobby in the first place. Then I will get to Mr. Gerald. Mr. Tony, sometimes you come on the show and you our discourse should be fun. Sometimes you create energy for people to create that little humor in it. Nobody will say I support a platform and I'm now supporting the author of the platform. You're not saying that. It's obvious. It's an obvious situation here. But what I was trying to insinuate is I don't just pick individual to support them. That saying is literal, Mr. Is ionical, in the sense that I'm not just saying Otavio Gamer is so cute or this night passing around just because he's young and do that. I just supporting him. On the other hand, I don't like certain people here, so I'll support the person. That's what I'm not doing. What I'm doing is a platform was inscribed, and based on that inscription, I'm looking at what is being deduced in that inscription that appeal to myself, emotionally and everything. And I see that this idea in here is progressive. And because I think it's something that can happen being a progressive myself, I know my belief, a lot of your belief, certainly are not been done, cannot be done. But if you know this individual who behind the progressive idea and you know what this person is capable of doing, if he has studied this person for a long time and you know they are able to accomplish it, now you can support that idea. So I can be clearly and bold tonight here to say I support Otavio and SLU platform, and I support the team, and I support Otavio Gamer for president. And that's my thing behind it. And, Mr. Double asked me why, and I said for a very long time we have this platform stimulation that generally have the same kind of idea behind it. The same thing Temokolin wanted to do, Fred Graham wanted to do, Mayor wanted to do, they probably want to do. Get a consistency. It is an average. I'm not saying the wardens are all the same at their particular time, but if you average it, oh, they want to do this thing. And there's a saying in coaching that the coach will be very good. You reach to a certain place, you reach to the platform, it times out. And it means it can't grow anymore beyond that. You will need a fresh idea to move a certain thing beyond a certain place at a certain time. And I feel that when I say I trust Edie and everything, Madam Paul, I just felt the idea of all have been expired. It got to the plateau of things and it's stable at this point. So a new progressive idea will move gradually to another level. That's how I feel. That's what I see in the inscription in their platform. And that's what I believe in. And I believe in these young men who say that because I know you a little bit more than a lot of people will know him. So that's my goal behind my endorsement when it comes to that. I have nothing against Team Port and anything like that. Of course, unlike my brother Bobby told who said he will swallow the bitter pill and those eat it. That's very identical. That's something huge. That swallowing a bitter pill that to indulge somebody. What is bitter about indulging what I'm eating for?
I
You
know.
I don't think...
Can I come here? Can I take 2 seconds? 20 seconds. Can I take 20
Go ahead,
seconds?
sir. Go
Thank you.
ahead.
Bobby, you gotta wait for your
I'm
time.
at the man give me a turn now. And the man give me 20 seconds.
Can I give you
Go
20
ahead.
seconds?
Let Bobby go ahead. Friend, let Bobby go ahead.
Yeah,
We gave you
go
20
ahead,
Borrow
seconds.
me 20 seconds.
Yeah, take it.
That man borrow me 20 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a guy bro. Don't blow me.
You
But
can't
listen,
bring you can't bring your village.
You said why would I swallow the bitter pill? Listen, that there comes a times that I always using the word. I cannot use the word. Or trillion time in the community, being a utilitarian or utilitarianism, where you do the greater good for the greater amount of people. You know that I vehemently opposed either part during the last election because the way things are going, I didn't like it. All I wanted at the time for you to give us the chance so we can amend the constitution to put some of these things in place what we are facing today. And I didn't want for the election, and I opposed it all the way. But there comes a time as a man, as a true patriot, where you have to make decisions for the greater amount of people. That's why utilitarianism come in. When I measure the competency of either poor and the competency of my brother, my little brother, Mr. Gilmore, I think either has the edge. And I want to give that edge to either poor. I hope I made myself clear.
Wish you are entitled to, bro.
However,
the men are little bit called boil. Don't call
yeah.
them.
So let me go to Mr. Jeru. Let me go to Mr. Jeru.
Go
Saying
ahead,
he's
go
here
ahead.
for which himself is here to respond to it. We've been training on
Wait,
Facebook.
wait. You run myself to my GD people. I can't even see again. I just look for the thing disappear.
Maybe you go back to Union Village.
Seriously, I get my GD people. I swear to God.
You share your paper to Jesus.
You're about to I'm trusting.
You sitting down the thing.
They call it Java Grammy. How they call it? So let me go ahead. So that is what I want to say.
Go ahead, Mr.
That
President.
involve. This is what I want to say that involve Mr. Jeru. And if Mr. Jeru are following the show, I mentioned that Mr. Jeru, one of my idols, I was respecting a lot. And I feel personally that Mr. Jeru is one of the key voices of this community. From everything he does, when it comes to representation on the outside of outside of GGAA or the Grand Jury community, we expect him to sit there and represent us. My problem I have with him is when something come up, is his response going God with individual people that we will not compare to his level in age and
My
in
man,
other things.
Mr. President, 1 minute. Let me talk to GD here. She want to come on, but GD, you got to okay your camera. You okay your camera, okay your microphone. I'm seeing you in the back, but one thing now, okay. So okay, then you come. Go ahead, Mr. President.
And I know he would say that to say I'm a human being, everything. Why I mentioned the people of voices, the Bobby Tooley, the Prince Double, the Fred Graham, the Thelma Collins, name them, Daniel Pine, all these people of the war, and the Mr. Jerry and all the people. Mr. Jerry will go caught up toe to toe with people, whether they go dirty, they will go dirty, they will do what. That's my issue with Mr. Jerry. Because you can't do all that without reserving some level of patience and then say I will represent all of y'all later on. I have a problem with that because he's one of our people when it comes to writing, when it comes to speaking, when it comes to talking on our behalf. He's a giant in that. Then you do that. So that's my issue. Second issue I have with him is not just we talk about the education training here. For me, you put institution in place and trust them. We trusted Mr. Jerry when he was election commissioner, and the same issue came about. They vetted all the candidates. They had them qualified. They looked at the education background. They said they were fine. They held them on one other different thing. We left that situation. We trusted another body of people, very educated people. My own young brother here, Eric Tate, very, very competitive. Every day his job, we trusted him. He came out with results. And we never had issue where Eric get problem with somebody not get education and this and that and not graduate from high school. They're only asking for high school graduate and the equivalent. Like my brother Bobby Taylor, who got his GED, a lot of people will claim GED to high school. It not condescending or anything. He used a GED to the web. Bobby is educated than plenty of people. So that's not a problem at all. If I didn't even know whether Bobby, but I thought Bobby graduated from high school at Motolato in Liberia. Only today I even heard that you train all the documents. So I don't know. I can't speculate that Bobby did not graduate from high school and just 45 something ago. That's a speculation. I don't have any legal proof to show. And Bobby is showing that. For me, that's my problem. That's why I made a statement earlier. I say education here, they got people with PhD and master degree and all that, and they are successful, and some of them can't even become leader. People who maybe get a high school diploma, they had the capability to become leader because there's something they did that made them successful. Because not all educated people are successful. Some people who are not educated to our level or to Mr. Gibson and Jerry level are successful as well. So I can't question people in that category being not successful.
Can you speak to Gibson Jerry law degree again?
Yeah, so Mr. Jerry, Frank, yeah, I'll speak to that. I'll speak to that, definitely. I don't know the way you want to model it. I'll speak to that. I'll speak to that.
I think
so Mr. Jerry keep no, it's not. If you understand English well, the way I would say it wasn't consistent.
That's another give an example. If you understand English well,
it's not. It's not.
It's real language. You gotta be careful how you use them.
It's real English. It's not consistent. It's real English. If you understood what I said, that's what I'm saying. You may have not understood what I said. So that's not me.
Mr. President, carry on.
So Mr. Gary said he kept pounding on Josephine Slew as a 5th grade dropout, which a lot of people who went to school with her, who did things, and he said he approved her before all the people. Every evidence we had say that's not truth. That's a falsehood. And he kept pushing it. So now in law, people who do law, I'm not a lawyer, but in law, when you accuse somebody, you had the burden to prove it, not the person who you accuse. You had the burden to prove it. So in Mr. Gibson, Jerry saying, Judge stop to 5th grade, let him bring a 5th grade promotion statement and where to stop, and he can prove that she never went any beyond that 5th grade, then we'll believe him. But everything that we're seeing now is not truth. Then I get to an example that I gave. I say, if we will be talking about education in the community, then we must be straightforward. I say, for example, I saw one live Mr. Gibson Jerry went one time, a few years ago. He said he was doing law 101. I'm saying the truth. I'm not lying, but something Mr. Jerry went live before about your courses. You displaced them. And they show some courses you're doing, the 101 on something, pre-law 101 and all that. And you explain it, talking about it. And then you went live one time again, say you no longer going to the law school, you'll do it another time. If those two live were the only thing you gather from law school, I'm saying the word, if those two things you said were the only two things gathered from law school, and now you are appointed as legal advisor to or either or to the administration, that's a fortification or credential, because we don't see that you have the credential to serve in that capacity. That's what I'm saying. I'm not accusing Mr. Jerry that he's lying about a thing. Mr. Jerry may have gotten a certain credential in law that I don't know about. So I just give you an example that will come home to Mr. Jerry and say, no.
Maybe he got a net school certificate.
Exactly. That means to be qualified to be a legal advisor to IDEPOA. So Mr. Jerry, that's my assumption, Mr. Jerry. I'm not condescending you. I'm not saying, Mr. Jerry committing fraud. You're not right from saying, right? I did not say that. So yeah, that's what it is, Mr. Dover.
Go ahead. Good. Gibson. Before I come to Gibson, so we're going to Gibson and we'll go to Jenkins and we'll go to Bobby Torre. But let me welcome my co-host Jiri Torre, going to be joining me later on after certain things this whole month. Then next month she's going to pop in and then we're going to have this show and but she's in the back. Jiri, you got anything to say?
Yeah, Mr. Dover, thank you for allowing me on the show.
Can show a face on here.
Like I said, I don't want to show my face right now. We're talking.
Yeah, go ahead. I understand
about it, but I told you not to put Mr. Todi on your platform. That's number one. Because one thing, I decided not to speak anything about GGAA, not to speak anything about Grand Jury Association, because our crown people, the Grand Juries in America, I don't know whether they know the reason why they are here. The hate in this community is too much. It's getting hard every day. Sometimes I'm so afraid to even drink water for my own family person because of the hate. Whatever you say, they will turn it around and make it to be another issue.
I understand that, GD, but
hold on. Let me say that I came on the show to talk to my brother Urias because he brought out my administration in Mose P. Harris. Let me say this before I even
on here tonight.
Hold on, before I accepted to be, I just want to give you a little.
Let me ask you a question.
Sorry, please hold on.
Wait, now I want to ask you, GD, when I ask you on here, I want to know if you brought it on here tonight because I left to go to the bathroom. I came back. That when he brought it out.
Yeah, he said something about it. So what I'm trying to say before I even accepted to be, first of all, Mose P. Harris is not the same thing. Mose P. Harris is it's an association organization. It's just a low play organization. It's not like GGAA. That's number one. When I was in Minnesota, you remember when Tanya, was a president for GGAA in Minnesota when he was running to become a president, he asked me to be a vice president. I told him, I cannot be a vice president for GGAA in Minnesota because I don't have experience. I don't have the criteria. I don't have everything that I supposed to have to become a vice president. So I have to go through the leadership skill I got to study. I got to go through everything before I can take any leadership step. So taking Mose P. Harris, it was the best thing that I did. Mose P. Harris and GGA, you cannot compare it. I'm sorry. I don't care what people say tonight. Mose P. Harris cannot be compared to GGAA. And GGAA that I'm talking about local Minnesota chapter, and you're talking about national GGAA. That's a two big thing. It's a big different thing. So I just want to correct it here with my brother Urias. I'm not struggling with anybody with an education who is educated, who is not educated. For me, I have seen people writing on your platform, a CNA. I'm not a CNA, I'm a PCA. I don't have a degree, but I'm just going to speak to the fact. My leadership skill, you got to have it. If you don't have it, I'm sorry. So don't compare me with none of your things tonight on any of your platform. I said it before and I'm saying it. Thank you. I will see you when I'm ready to come on your show.
Thank you very much.
I'm not going to show again. My last time.
Go wait, look on the show, man. You talking with you Howard Arizona Gara Road there. You say it's editor D. It's editor H. Bobby Torre a baby. That I who say you say Bagara baby.
And friends.
Yeah, you right. You
Friends.
come to your channel. Let's go to Gibson. Gibson need to talk.
Look, let me say, I certainly have no problem with what Levi said about my education. The good thing about American education, you can go right to my college and find out what I graduated on that. But here is the thing that happened, just to provide an education for everyone. In the paralegal department, 14 court law courses. And so I did my 14. I took heavy laws. I did them in 3 years instead of 4 years. So I decided I wanted to do a double major in public relations, in international relations. I was accepted. While doing the double major, the university came up to erase paralegal program from the university. If you go to the MSU, Minnesota University, there's no more paralegal. They erase it from there. So I consulted with my professor and I asked her, I said, look, so how is it going to be? Because the international relation was just going to be a minor and my major was paralegal. She said, well, we got another degree here. You can do the tier 1, which is business. You can do core business courses. You can do about 7 to 8 core business courses. And then you can have what we call a university study, which will encompass the 3 different degrees. And I did that. They kept me to 3.5 years. So I did 3.5 years for a 4-year program. So I did my paralegal. I finished my paralegal, but because the course was erased, if you go to Minnesota University now, you will not see paralegal. So I did all of this criminal procedure, civil procedure, and all of that. So that's what happened. So I'm not like Prince said. Even if I were illiterate and accusing other people of being illiterate, I'm not going for president. So it's not on me. But here is the reason why we are talking about. Before I come to that, you're right. You know, most of the meetings we had as a commission, I recorded all of them. But I promise you, I will not play anything because we said some harsh thing about people. Like you right? You know what you said about Michael Gilmore. You made us to vote against Michael Gilmore. You campaigned for it.
Who got Michael Gilmore?
I mean, Octavio Gilmore. You know that. You know I voted yes for Octavio Gilmore, and I changed my vote at the last minute because of you and Nelson. You know that. You know why you know he didn't bring an education credential. I put yes there. You know that. You don't have any education credential for Octavio Gilmore. You know that. You know Josephine brought her or certificate last minute time. You were collecting them. We didn't, and you know we had a meeting not to go and ask people in Liberia whether the person graduated or person not graduated. You know we had our meeting. You know I have all the recording of our meetings. So
Gibson, forget about Gibson. Where your day pass with your GGA something your commission where we make sure that we were impinged. We're not talking about it tonight.
No, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
When tonight, all the information you got now, Gibson, for all the information you got about Josephine. I know Josephine when I in 5th grade when they walk in. Do you still believe that? Do you still have that notion? Do you still believe?
When you knew she was in 5th, when you knew her when she
was in 10th grade, call people who are in the class with her. Call people who she was in class with. Call Trinitalu right now and ask the man. Is he not in Des Moines?
Trinitalu must say already talk. I don't believe you.
But you called names, so
yeah, and I said Trinitalu can never say that.
But you get evidence that you're stopping in 5th grade.
Here's the problem we have. Here's the problem with.
You get evidence that you're stopping in 5th grade, Mr. Gerald.
Huh?
You get evidence that you stopped in the 5th grade that you can produce.
I will address that. I'll come there. I promise you, I'll come there. God, okay, sir, go time, so I want to just talk about this much more. I'll come there. So
go ahead,
riots. I swear to God, I cannot be a kind of person that other people will be. You got recordings and you put them out because you disagree with people. I would never do that. These recordings, when I'm a proud personal recordings, these are recordings that we all agree that I should record our meetings. But you know that Octavius Gilmore was never, none of you even saw his credential. I put yes to it because we wanted to move forward. Okay. I even voted for him. I changed my vote at the last minute. You were one of the persons that adamantly insisted that he does not meet the criteria to be president. You and Nelson Wright. And that was your right to vote at the time. So let's move forward. I'm not going to go there anymore because you are here today. That's why I'm saying it. And because the statement you made, that's why I'm saying it. But I cannot go into what we discussed in our election commission meeting and bring it out here. I can only talk it on the superficial. It's not, for me, not professional to do that. So I will not go back there anymore. Well, let me, Levi asked a question whether I can prove it. Levi, in politics, it's not a law. In law, the accuser has the burden of proof. In politics, the accused have the burden of proof. When you are in politics,
it's a speculation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that a principle in politics? It's a speculation.
It's not a speculation. When
It's a principle that we can see in politics.
Oh, man, you can't give me a chance to be told.
Go ahead, man.
I appreciate the question, but let me explain what I said. In politics,
that's a speculation.
In politics, when you are running for office and you are accused by either the voters or your opponent, you are under responsibility to provide the answer. You see what Bobby Tudy did just now? Uriah did not go looking for GED to bring it. No. Bobby Tudy went and brought GED to show, to dismiss the notion. That's what people do in politics. You dismiss notions. I don't even need to go anywhere. I can accuse you of anything that I want to accuse you of. You are under responsibility in politics to dispel the notion and dismiss the belief. That's what Bobby Tudy did tonight. So here are certain clues that you can take to know whether the person did not even graduate. If Josephine graduated from high school, any high school, she would be proud to put her high school on her Facebook page. But why did she didn't put it there? She put Era B school, which is an elementary school. Why? If Octavius Gamer graduated from AGM on Buchanan Street, which my friend teach there, why did he put SDA on a page that's graduated from SDA high school? Why? Why is he not proud of AGM? Why did he put SDA on a page? Besides that, has Octavius given any of you has he made public his certificate? Can he make public his certificate? Because we all are entitled. I'm a voter. I could be convinced tomorrow to vote for him. Can he make public his certificate? His diploma, his high school diploma? He will never. He will give it to people who you want them to see. Because the diploma will be fake.
I mean, what did the man give it to you? He gives you, it will not change your mindset ever.
You don't know. You don't know. I like the guy, man. I like the guy.
Listen, go ahead when you finish. You got a question to ask you.
Listen to a point.
That's right.
You made a point. You made some. Listen, we for us to come and litigate the legality of this guy contesting the election. I think we pass that. But you made one salient point here. The point is that the onus is on you when somebody, because you are challenging something. It's something that you very, very want. And somebody challenges you, say you can get high school document, I mean, what is so hard to say, you know what I mean? To help with it. I bring the thing on Print Double Show. I bring the thing on Dana from my show. Bring it to the public because you want the vote of the people. Why should that thing be secret? Why are you keeping the population? Are you keeping the public out?
I go to jail.
Okay, so I stick up
Ramatan, I beg you.
Let me address something Mr. Jerry said quickly to a point.
I'll claim my 30 seconds back. Go ahead.
You claim it, sir. In stuff, what were you guys saying? In normal belief, we human beings, somebody allowing you is you are obligated to come and prove the person lies and all that. I know it's a normal human thinking. It's not you are not forced to do that. People had their reserve. People had different way of doing things. Everything we're saying tonight, they fall under the category of speculation. Mr. Jerry is speculating. He don't have facts. He's speculating about it because he himself said, hey, if somebody throws something at you, if you can't take it from here, say then you should stick there because we can talk enough to speculate something about somebody. Let's say just let do that 5th grade dropout, and we'll speak to it. We'll not get any fact. We in the election campaign. Let me just stick it on her. Then it comes to our repertoire and our integrity. Why would I just generate something that I don't have facts about to stick it on somebody only because the person could come back to either to explain themselves or create proof? If they don't create proof, then I just put a stigma on somebody with my conscience self me free. That's wrong. So we are speculating about these people because we don't know, we don't have genuine information about their statuses, and we are speculating about it. Thank you.
Okay.
No,
Well, Gibson,
I'm sorry.
before
Levi,
you conclude,
you just came up here.
Gibson, before you conclude, I know you're hearing me. I got the aspirant on the line, the Honorable and Otavio Gilmore. That'll give him a 1 or 2 minutes to say something for that, then we'll conclude we'll go on with our discussion. Mr. Gilmore.
Thank you very much, Prince. And let me say thanks to the president, Mr. Khan, for that endorsement. We appreciate that, and it means a lot to us. And we will speak to you after the show. Thank you very much. And I just want to say, and thanks to Mr. Jaru for bringing that to the entire body and the general public about my credentials. He is 100% right, whether he support me or not. I want all Grangians to go on my page right now, and he said that I wrote on my page that I graduated from SDA High School. All Grangians can go on my page, Octavia B. Gilman. I said I went to school at SDA. My legs got broken. I was on the quizzing team for SDA. My legs got broken in SDA, and I left and went to AGM. So there's a big difference between went to school and graduated. I graduated from AGM on Buchanan Street. Thank God, Mr. Jaru said he got a friend. I will give you the year. It's 2000, 2001. And presently, I am the president for the Alumni Association in the United States. So, yeah, Mr. Jaru is right. And he got a friend there, and he just said it. So just to debunk what he said that I wrote on my page that I graduated, all Grangian Prince, you can go on my page right now. Maybe the when it's spelled wrong, but it's there. That I went to school. I did not say I graduated from SDA high school. So, and just for that point of correction, because sometimes, and then Mr. Jaru said that, look, we are in a citizen now. You can say anything against anybody. And I just want Grangians to understand, and these are the things you will hear against people. And it left for you to make up your mind on what is best for our community and our people. I'm not in a position to criticize Mr. Jaru or anybody. I just want the best for my county and my people. And God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Gilmore. Require Mr. Jaru.
Thank you very much. First of all,
so this is Mr. Gilmore's page.
Mr. Double.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but Gibson, for coming. I just want to make a correction to what my brother, my little brother, Mr. Otavia said.
Don't call him that little brother on my show here, man. Don't call him little brother on my show.
Mr. Gilman. So to be qualified as an alumni, you don't have to graduate from the school. You can be an alumni of a school when you attend the school. So it doesn't mean because you graduated or you took a degree from the school that won't make you an alumni. Even now, I'm an alumni of Bishop Julie High School. I did not graduate from Bishop Julie High School, and I can be president. On several occasions here, the president, the current president, Maria Talu, asked me to see if I can vie for the position. But I did not take a degree from Julia. So you coming on here to say, oh, you're president of the Alumni Association doesn't mean that you graduated from AGM. The burden is on you to come. And the same way I show my GED here tonight and showcase that to the board grandchildren, that it's up to you. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, that's up to you.
Yeah, but he didn't say wrong in profile. He didn't say he said he went to SDA High School.
No, I'm not talking the SDA part. He's saying that it's an alumni.
120 Camp Johnson Road.
Let me finish my comment so Jiggin can come on. Let me tell you something. That profile, his profile, he can go there and edit it. I already screenshot what was on that profile, and I sent that screenshot to I think I sent it to Daniel, and I have it. I'm going to send it to you. I mean, I can edit my profile anytime. I can go there and just edit it and put what I want to put there. So But when I screenshotted what was there, I
So
screenshot.
you are saying Game of edit his
So what I want to
profile?
say is, to respond to some of the questions that were asked. My brother, if you are in an organization and the laws of that organization says this is what needs to be done for this to happen, it is very important. The other organizations, I don't care, because they don't have the kind of law that the Graduate Association has. The Graduate Association says you must have attended high school or you must have had GED certificate. That's what the Graduate Association law says. Anyone who put their name forward knowing that you have not graduated from high school, you have deceived yourself, you have deceived the people you want to lead, you have deceived the entire organization. Anyone who supports a person who put their name forward when they have not reached that criteria, you have just deceived the person, you deceive yourself, and you deceive the organization. There should be no time where we put down the constitutional provision at one point and then take up at another point, because this is a precedence that we are setting. And after this precedent, even a person who did not go to school will provide for the presidency of graduate, and you can't stop them, because they will say, you can't stop me. The education provision in the Constitution is no longer important. The precedent is set that people who did not graduate from high school can be president. That precedent, we cannot pass it. It's set. That's why we are talking, because we either put the Graduate Association up or we'll put it down. Why we can't talk about Jenkins' education? Yeah, Jenkins right here. You think we don't know Jenkins? We don't know whether you go to school or you not go to school? Exactly. Or we think we're not talking to people in the community? Or we can go allow Jenkins and say, Jenkins, you're not graduated from high school. Because he did. So the thing here, what we are talking here, your tip, like Uriah was saying, you're downplaying people who not go to school. No, Uriah, we're not downplaying nobody who not go to school.
Oh.
There are too many people who are in our community who did not go to school, and they are very nice people. They are very smart people. They are hardworking people. We have never gone to them to say, you not go to school, you're not correct person, you're not this or you're not correct person. When you put your name forward to be the first and the second person in our organization, you invite scrutiny. We gotta scrutinize you. You are the number one and number two.
Well, they say you gotta do it in a professional manner, Gibson Jerry. They say your tone is condescending. You look down on people.
But how else can I say that you're not graduated from high school? I didn't say you ugly. I didn't say you ugly man.
But listen, you were in your community when these people were scrutinized by the election commissioner. You had time to say this person did not graduate. Why you didn't do that?
Uriah, don't ask me question, because I will cut that portion right now and send it to double the play. We had a meeting. We had a meeting in our commission meeting that we do not go after people who send their document. If anybody have issue, let them protest. That was our discussion.
No, I'm talking about the current election commissioner.
Oh,
now you know that
thank you. It's a good question. Thank you. It's a good question.
Well, Gibson, hold the question.
I'm not going after the election commission.
Listen, I'm not saying why did they go after the election commission.
We got caller here. We got two people here, fair out of the country. Then we get from these people. Then from there, then we're going. I know if he's still out of the country, but I go to Avin Zidi. Avin Zidi first start calling on the show. From there, we go to Fred Tarugoyan. Mr. Avin Zidi.
What's Avin Zidi? Thank you, Mr. Dawa. Before I proceed, let me just ask a general question, okay? What is the criteria for being leadership in the Graduate Association, as far as education is concerned?
Good. Say it must be a high school graduate or its equivalent.
Okay. Now, the reason I'm asking this question to the audience, I don't know who all listening, is that education is a good thing, but when you're using education to put fellow Granadians down, then I don't think that is a good thing. Because just from listening to the dictionary and the voices today on people that asking for people education, you can tell simply they just want to put them down. That said, they didn't go to school, they didn't sort of be in a leadership position. And unfortunately, that's not the case. The Graduate Association in America is a service-based organization. I think what we should be worried about is somebody who has the integrity and somebody who wants to be of service to the people. These are the kind of criteria for what the Northland people. That education, that job is not a teaching job.
So then we must downplay the Constitution where it says you have a high school or its equivalent. We must play down it.
Good question.
Mr. Dova, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying people are using education to put other
What you
people
saying?
That's what
What
I'm
you saying now, Toro?
Education to lift people, and people not even
The Constitution said do this, then you say no, let's do the other thing.
So Toro, I want to ask you one question before we go to Fred. Let me ask you before I go to Fred. You want to be president of the Graduate Association. In there, they say to be president, you must have high school. You must be a high school graduate or its equivalent. So we should leave that one because putting people down. And then you submit your credential, you submit all your thing. Somebody know you, and then the person say, "Oh, the man graduated from high school." You can bring it out.
Mr. Dova.
And Mr. Dova, to a point.
You can say in a way that will not be disrespectful to anybody.
So you think?
How else can you say this thing, Prince?
We're not seeing it in a respectful way.
No, I don't think you're seeing it in a very respectful way, unfortunately.
To a point, Mr. Dova. To a point. For me, the argument here.
Okay. I said we forget the most important thing here. The most important thing is our organization is to serve this organization. Anybody who has a passion and integrity to lead the organization, I think we should all get that.
They got to read a new constitution. Read a new constitution, but not this one.
Yeah, but to wrote the new constitution now that we just wrote in Atlanta, Georgia, say if you do not have that education, the high school or wherever, if you got 3 years community service, like you serve your people in the community for 3 years, you are eligible. I think so, Gibson. I think it's in there. So you must. I come now, president for 3 years.
To a point, guys. To a point.
Community for 3 years.
Not arguing here.
The constitution can be amended.
The president will make the determination to be the people that the election commission people other than the job to qualify or disqualify people.
Yeah, but somebody can raise protest in the community if they feel that they think it's not done the right way.
Nobody protesting. Look, to the point here, nobody's supporting that Josephine Slew and Gilman they don't have high school degree. And now we're not supporting that they did not graduate from high school and wanted to be president. You know what we're supporting? It's not.
What you supporting is no different.
It's evident that they have the qualifications.
I mean, when the people on the land, gentlemen, you're not getting people on the land the chance to finish, they will come. They will not hear what we just said,
Sorry, Mr. Just to a point.
Let's finish with the point. Let's give Mr. Taru. All you guys are the guests. Let's give Mr. Taru another caller here. Mr. Jeremiah Short. Jeremiah Short said he wanted the link to come on. Short tonight. What?
Jeremiah Short.
Strange. Shy. It's strange. He want to come on. But I listen to Mr. Fair Taru. Go ahead.
Thank you, Prince. I thank for this time and
you put it up a little bit.
Thank you for everybody who reached out to me during my bereavement. But outside of that, 2 days ago I posted a document. I just want to make some clarifications here. Because
Mr. Gwen, if you want to speak on that thing, let us talk about it later time. We're talking different things.
I don't want to I said the thing. I will talk on your education.
But I will talk about the topic here. Later on, we'll talk about that thing. You can call me, Mr. Gwen, then we'll talk about it. But we're not talking on it tonight. Please, let's talk about it later on.
The election commissioner, we have to respect authority. What Gibson and others are doing, they're only is being maybe they're running a campaign. Because once the commissioners go ahead and clear these people, it becomes a political matters. Maybe you want to go out there and try to convince voters that these people are not qualified to lead this organization. But doing that, you also have to be careful. First of all, you have to look at your voters. What kind of voters we have in this community? Because I can tell you, maybe like 30 to 45% of our voters do not have education. They don't have high school certificates in this country. They don't even have GEDs. Mind you, most of our people left towns, villages, they went to the Ivory Coast and they brought them here and they're voters. You have to be careful. And Gibson has to understand that in politics, you are trying to appeal to people. You are not there to be condescending. And he did it when we won the Dallas, Texas. Jerry brought, an access card in Texas. He said it was Tim Collins' access card. And then I called you in the corner. I said, are you sure? Because if we put this out there and it's not true, you're going to create some problem for us. And he said he was sure. And by the end of the day, whatever he brought was not true. So he's doing the same thing. I don't think he's helping Madam Eden poor by going out there and challenging people who the election commission have already cleared. If he had any information that these people were not fit, he should have sent it to the election commission so they can stop them, because it's a constitutional matter that you have a high school certificate, or you should have a GED, or you should have his equivalent. So I know you don't want to talk about why I called. But
Mr. Gwen, I told you we can do another show on it, but we are discussing something, then you're leaving the topic, and you tell me when I tell
you come discuss everything. You tell me. So I thought you tell me I can come.
No, but it's not. Yeah, this is a different show. I will call you. We can probably schedule you something for you and for you to come on.
But I will just tell
So, Mr. Gwen, I want to ask you. So let's say the election commission clear you, and another citizen raised the concern and say that you don't have this thing, or you don't think that's the right to bring it out.
No, the election commission give time frame where you can challenge.
The election does not give time for protest. This particular election here is not. Go look at the whole rules. It's not there. Like say this, the Gibson on the election commission, it has this time where you say you protest time after this thing, you cannot protest again. But it's not in this one. I went through the rule. I can post the rules here.
If that, so even if you did that, you are only. I don't want to say it's a political matter, but also in doing that, you have to be careful, because you have to look at the voters that are going to actually cast the vote.
Yeah.
If you went to other states, I don't want to call state name before. I don't want to sound condescending like just getting general order. But if you want to certain states in our union and start talking these states, they don't want to listen to you. There are other states you can go to and talk about, because in the Banjara Union or in the Banjara Association, we have states that we have kind of people where education is a thing. And so they have to be careful.
Okay.
It is their right to challenge whomever they feel that is not qualified to run this union. But I think that is a moot, and Gibson should be a legal limited or whatever he is. That is a moot cause right now, because if you do that, now you like the gentleman that just came on, he's telling you can't bring down people. So people are going to interpret things the way they feel they want to interpret it. You can't harm your candidate by telling Otavio or Josephine Sue or the Secretary General of your camp that they don't have their line on the criteria. Hey, to lie on your credentials is a terrible thing. You can't do that, because when you do that, you can come back to haunt you.
Okay. Let's go to this caller here. I will call you. Yeah. You back in the US?
No, I'm here.
Okay, I'll call you. I'll call you for speak tomorrow. So the caller from wireless number here, I don't see your number showing up. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
I think it's me.
Who are you?
Debbie Conflay.
Debbie, if I should call for all kind of number. Go ahead, man.
My real number there, you save it.
Okay.
Oh God. It's something. And for me, I got nothing personal against anybody. But we fought for GGA. We have been warning times. We can't take chances. We want our
darkness
as the best. And we fought for it all these years. Our fathers fought for it all these years. So nothing wrong with us putting out our best. Because you can represent us. Just stop. I'm coming from Nigeria, the country already paid more for us. Just stop. It is another politics business here. We're fighting for our survival. Let me tell you, Iman. It's not politics, so it's going beyond politics. We are fighting for our survival. I was on the line with a lawyer. Thank God I was talking with the president, and then she just pulled me on. She said, hold on, pull yourself. on mute, but later she said to the man that I got this.
Well, Conflict, we're not talking about that case. We're discussing this topic tonight. Fresh, try to bring it on. I told you to stop. So tomorrow or day after, we'll discuss that topic. We will talk about that case. We'll talk about that thing later on. But tonight we're not discussing it. Thank you very much.
We just have to educate the community. Even though letter will show this, that, but I was on the phone. I have no reason to lie.
Okay.
And some of the reasons some of us are putting Edith for.
I think we will have another show for that. Tonight, Conflict, tonight is not Edith campaign people here. The reason I brought Bobby and talking issue here, this is the platform. The platform tonight is for the Amuanu team to promote their candidate. So you're not going to use a show tonight and can't promote and you're not coming to use a show to can't promote. Okay. Thank you. You won't get it, people.
I will get it there. Like, yeah. Nobody can put real oil on your own or clothes.
Prince.
Go ahead.
Oh, somebody on the line.
Why start fighting woman war, man? You arguing a woman in the whole campaign, my man.
Prince, I'm still on the floor or like Jenkins?
I'm for woman family, Bobby.
Prince.
Let the woman conclude. Then we'll go back.
Can I please
Quiet.
Hello, Mr. Double. Thank you for having me. I just called quickly to just say I'm like I can't believe what I'm hearing from people that led the organization for years, that that they will come and want to defend something that if something is part of the Constitution, it's part of the Constitution. If the Constitution says that in order to contest as president and vice president, you should have a high school diploma. That's constitutional matter we're talking about. It's not nobody trying to put anybody down. If people felt that it would have put people down, they shouldn't have included this in the Constitution in the first place. So I'm sorry if the election commissioner cleared these people. We got it that the election commission cleared them, but also as citizens that try to follow the Constitution, we will speak to it. Because now we are trying to elect people that are not qualified for the position. So what become of somebody else are going to come tomorrow? Are you going to tell them that, oh no, you are not, say you are not graduated from high school, you cannot contest for the position, and then it will point to the other people that did not graduate? That's all we're trying to say. So when I listen to people and say, oh, guessing, you're putting people down, what is there putting people down? If you decide to put yourself in a public space, of course you'll be scrutinized. If you are sitting down in your house, if I first decide to sit in my house, nobody will ask me questions. But once you decided to be a public figure, you should understand that people will ask you questions. And all you have to do is defend yourself. So I just called to say, please, this is not demanding. This is not putting nobody down. And I just disappointed when people say you're putting people down. No, we are talking about Constitution. And
Thank you.
That's the right thing to do.
Thank you. Let us go to Brother Jenkins Greer. Let us hear from Jenkins Greer and Uriah and Bobby Tote and Uriah. We don't hear from this guy for long. Jenkins, get quiet and smiling.
Prince, you are not really treating all well.
PSD in what I want bring it to America.
You are not treating all well, Prince.
Quiet.
On the show.
People
you getting me right? No, Prince, you are not treating all well.
Sorry.
This show was for us tonight.
I just called Debbie. I said they show it for the people. And you told me to bring Gibson, Jerry, and Bobby to the in. You know the guys are supposed to.
But give me a chance now. Give me a chance.
Tell me to bring them. I brought them.
No, we wanted to make their point so you can get an answer. So
you are not giving us, your guests, the chance to speak. Since tonight, I think that is the first time you have given me at least a minute to say something.
My man, Jimmy, go ahead. Sorry, my man. At a certain point, when you win 18, certain point, we'll be talking over your ear. And
So let me say something here.
Yeah.
We know that is not an open mark. It is a program that's set for the president to come with a team. So what you did tonight, you owe a menu and apologies.
Yeah, sorry for that. Sorry for that.
That is one. Two, if Mr. Jeru will propagate now that these two people in question are not high school graduates, then I believe that the Grand Gideon people did us this service to allow Gilson to amend our constitution. The board did us a disservice for Mr. Jeru to be on a committee to amend a constitution where he knew very well, according to him, that these people are not qualified, and he qualified them. So Gilson right now,
what do you mean?
wait, let me, when I say qualified, he was on the
you confusing the two of them, constitution or election commission.
Yeah, because Gilson was
on
the
constitution committee.
Constitution don't qualify anybody to contest.
No, you shouldn't be, you are not even capable at this point because of what you did. Because you lied to the Grand Gideon people that these people, according to your statement, you lied to them now that these people were not qualified, but you qualified them based on somebody. Your statement tonight tells all that you are not credible to even be on that constitution, the new constitution that you already set forth for us to accept in Kentucky. So I just want Grand Gideon to know tonight that your Gilson Jeru, the chief lawyer, that you're to write our constitution, lied to you people 3 years ago or 2 years ago that certain people were qualified, but he qualified them because of somebody. So he's not trusted for us to even listen to Gilson to talk about somebody who is not qualified. Gilson himself is not trustworthy right now because of that. So I just want Grand Gideon to listen tonight. If it is Bobby Tootie that coming up, then we will ask Bobby Tootie about proof. But with Gilson, his credibility is 10 because of that behavior 2 years ago. So we not trust Gilson, what he's saying and what Gilson will say from now on. If Gilson believe that what he's saying is true, he owed the Grand Gideon people an apology first before we can even listen to Gilson. So Grand Gideon people tonight, I just want you to know that everything that's going on is propaganda. Gilson has been his whole life, he's been in a journalistic field. They know how to flip him around. But we just want to tell you people that if you trust this man and voted him in as an election commission member of the election commission, and he's telling us tonight, it is because of somebody for which he qualified.
All those things when they saw Mr. Grier and I want to impinge Gilson Jeru then, and they will remove them.
No, they never told us that Gilson Jeru lied to them. That what they impinge Gilson.
Whether you like,
no, it was not because of that. We were
if that is true, then it still means he lied.
The truth then, but he heard the truth.
You say no personal attack, but when you attack me personally,
not attack Gilson personal. He qualified the people. He was more people.
Gilson, you know there were 5 members, and they vote on things.
Thank you, Prince.
The second thing, let's go to the second thing. If both of you that are here tonight can bring proof that these people are not high school graduates, everything you're saying is propaganda. No one giving ear to that. It's propaganda.
So you can't prove us wrong?
We're not forced to prove you wrong because the election commission, no, you want to do it, you can do it. Who cares? Who cares whether you finish high school? You're running for office.
You are
not running for office, so we not care about your high school.
No, but why don't you think if I see that thing, I can change my mind to vote for Otavius?
Don't change your mind.
We don't want you, we're not even praying for you to vote for us because we're already winning. You planning your strategies because we are winning already. So I want to say, Grand Gina should listen to somebody who you give your power to, and the person not serve you right, and the person is coming back trying to be the clean person that want to clean Grand Gina, and he even went forward to say he helped to write the new constitution. So what are we hailing to? Are we hailing to something better? Are they claiming, or they are just propagating? That is my point, Prince. So, Grand Gina people, you please listen. You don't fall for it. If they have proof, they should bring the proof. Nobody holding them now to bring the proof. Our candidates are not going to go around looking for proof. We are running our campaign. The election commission are qualifying us. If they have anything to prove, they should bring it.
Okay, you asked. Let's go to you asked. No, first people go to you asked. Let's go to.
I really want to give my party. I really want to give my party.
Let's go to Orito Tape. She on the line. Let the lady speak. Man, they want a president. I can't keep on the line for too much. Orito, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daba.
Thank you.
Good evening, my good people. I want to say tonight, thank you so much, Prince, for bringing everybody on. And I want to speak to Jason Jero tonight.
I will respond to you.
Yeah, that's why I need to call in. And also Bobby Tori.
I will definitely respond to
you. One thing I'm going to say first for education. When you are educated or human being or person that educated, you don't tell people, you don't go around making noise that I am an education person. Your ways, your behavior, that what will tell the people, the community, that you are an educated person. All right? But this education people that will have among us, according to say education people that Jason Jeru and Bobby today.
My guest, speak to the issue now. You can't talk like that now.
I will respond to her. Don't worry about her.
Yeah, I don't want somebody attacking personally, Prince. You got to control your show.
No, but on the show, you can't go yet. Speak your issue. Don't go to the poor personally.
All right, but I just want to say, because they always say education for yourself. You work and take care of your family, not for anybody else. So what am my point I'm making here on Prince? If I educated, if I benefit from anything I benefit from my education, it comes to my family. All right? So they need to lead our education thing, they need to keep it to themselves. That education the way they will.
So how about the constitution? Orito, what about the constitution? Where say to be president or vice president, you must have high school people. But take it from there.
Well, if the constitution say it, then we'll go by it. But the point here, they are not God or they are not country data that go beyond somebody and say, oh, this person not educated. Everybody who come on our Prince. You yourself that you graduate from high school. Everybody going to school and finish with high school. If you don't have time, or your parents don't have money, you don't go to college, that's fine. But everybody going to high school. Come on now. So if you come to America, you do your party online, you get your document, you get your degree, you get your whatever you call it, keep it to yourself.
So nobody want to talk about it. Say because the election time, like remember now, when they say Obama or not citizen, you gotta bring a birth certificate and show it to the land.
Thank you. Good example.
Definition of education tonight. All right.
Good example, Prince.
Education, it got kinds, all kinds of education.
Correction, not doing. He never showed his certificate during his time. He was president already when Donald Trump bring it up. So on election.
Those women that are on the table that put a palm lot together and put it on the table and know how to set it all on the table. That's another part of education right there. All right? Those are how idea, knowledge. That's all I'm going to do this. Everything human being do in their life. It is for education. All right?
Okay.
So I just want to make that part clear tonight that when they're worried, oh, Joseph, you're not educated, oh, this person not educated, you're educated for yourself, for you and your family, not for somebody else. And when you throw a spoon at somebody look behind you, yes, you're educated, you got a spoon in your hand, but your sister might not be educated. Your little brother might not be educated. What are you talking about?
Okay.
All right? Well, okay, let me go to the point.
Oh, you're not to the point yet.
The message already got into them. So let me put it.
Yeah, you're not to the point yet, sister. Get
No,
there.
I'm not to the point yet. Frank, give me 2 minutes, please.
No, 1 minute. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Okay. So I came here tonight, friends. I want to speak to Jason Jeru. Jason don't know me from nowhere. Jason live in Fargo, North Dakota with me. I see him as a big brother. I have respect for him. You know what we can do in Fargo here? Jason is a pure Nigerian, Mace, on Nima, and Nigeria. I don't have problem with it. But when I bother with him, we do like our friendship thing. We do what we're supposed to do, and we go our way. But getting there in Fargo, yeah, getting not even come for Grand Nigeria meeting in Fargo, yeah. You don't know how Grand Nigeria moving forward in Fargo, yeah. But getting will go on Facebook the other day and measure money. How we talk we are tapping.
But Ovito, it's not about you now.
Wait,
What I think that's
wait,
very
I let the woman go personal now. Let the woman go personal.
You need to scare you.
All right, call me.
But
When you call me, then we'll schedule you. Thank you very much, man.
All right, thank you too.
Prince, can I come
For me, I don't have problem. She can speak, but I would
No,
definitely
Prince, can I
respond.
come a little bit?
and not what you think. You guys should go ahead, my man. We're coming. You're closing now, so we're gonna be here.
Okay, Prince. You know, one thing I see about our organization and the community, a lot of when it comes to the Constitution, we grab one aspect of the Constitution to make it paramount, and it is wrong. Guessing our people who is sitting there and say, "Urias, you were the one who were tough on this candidate." Yes, I was tough on the candidate for a reason. The Constitution did not point at you being high school or let's say high school graduate alone. The Constitution also say before you serve as president or vice president, you should also serve in your chapter as president or vice president before you can occupy this national position. Tell me in the history of GGA, what part of which of the chapter that Madam Idepua served in?
It did not say so.
No. Don't say it did not say so.
But it did not say
Where it say when you talk about administrative position, what is administrative position? The Constitution say you must serve in administrative position in your chapter. Now I put a question to you: before Idepua become president of the vice president of this organization during Trevor Collins time, which one of the administrative positions she served in that you know about?
I was not here, so I don't know.
No, hold on. The reason why I'm pointing to this thing, Prince, there are certain people believe that the Constitution should be silent on them. But when it comes to other people, then it should be louder. That's not the kind of Constitution we want to have. And first of all, guessing, you understand when we serve as election commissioner.
Right, what your point? They got get 30 seconds to talk. Go ahead, call your name.
All right. Good morning, and let me say thank you to everybody this morning on the show.
Go ahead.
This is T. Carvin Jr. and I join you from India this morning.
Go ahead.
Politics is not about brothership or maybe relationship. I hear people blaming Honorable or Mr. Jeru about asking people for a credential. That is politics. That is propaganda. He can even know you as a PhD graduate or PhD holder. He can say, come on and ask you to provide or to provoke you to provide a document or to prove to the public that, yes, indeed, you are a PhD graduate. So people have an issue of him talking about education when it is specified within the Constitution that you should be a high school graduate or equivalent during political time or campaign time. You will hear people accusing people, whether it is true or not, they level of you as an individual who have been accused to prove to the public that, yes, indeed, you have the qualification and you can make it. So propaganda is not about sugarcoating or maybe being free. This political time, you hear all kinds of things from people. So if you cannot defend yourself, you say they should be friendly or they should be maybe soft in responding or bringing on issue. I don't think that's the proper way. The best thing is for the opponent to be able to defend themselves on what the other side will say against them.
So I don't want for people to be looking at Mr. Jeru as somebody who is, rude or maybe any kind of way that they will see ugly. But that's propaganda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for calling on the show. All right, gentlemen. Let me give Bobby and Gibson a chance to talk.
The Prince, you seized my meaning from me when the guy was calling.
I assure you, right? You're in.
Uriah, that is show for you. Let the two gentlemen speak and they leave there and go to you. When they leave, Uriah, you don't know the propaganda. These men leave and then you can quarter them. Bobby, use your 1 minute.
Thank you, Prince. My own boy always give you short in my meaning, but it's okay. You still my brother.
I mean, not top anyway.
So thank you, Prince. You know, looking from the all spectrum of our community, the aversion to education, or the dislike, or the kicking to the curb on the side, or kicking the magnitude, the significance, or the paramount of education from all spheres of our community. When I hear people like Fred Goyen, like my brother Levi Khan, like my brother Toro, Avin Zilli, or like Menye, like Yubote, like the JJ Dennis, like my big brother Daniel Pine. These are all people who ascended to supreme academic level. For them to put education, to put it down or kick it on the side, that says a lot. There's two things I take away from it tonight. The bias in this community, will not lead us anywhere. Now I understand why Grenadina is always last when it comes to academic standing in Liberia. Because of self-greed, because of the deception for these people to come on here and put education down. And then when you speak about it, they say you are putting people down. That is a distraction. That distraction will not work with Bobby Tudi. That is, I will continue to preach about education. You lack
you've been preaching. How many people go to school?
No, but don't interrupt. You have your time. You have your
time.
You're
right. Get it mentioned.
The thing, and the other thing is, when it says that, why now? Why are you talking about education now? What my brother Uriah said. Listen, there is a saying that people have to say, when the cake is hot, that when you cut the cake. This is a political season. That is when our people are glued to the Prince Double Show, to the Daniel Fremont Show. And when the cake is hot, that's when you cut the cake. That's when our people, they have time to listen. And that's the time we use to promulgate the idea of education. Because it is paramount to our survival. It is paramount to our well-being. Do not put education down, because why? You see why education matters? I'll give a typical example on my brother Uriah's. When you're in the chat room, when Mr. Gibson Jeru wrote in the abyss or toilet, but because he did not understand the meaning of abyss, he took and took toilet alone from there and ran away with it. And because of that, our little sister. I thought
you said that propaganda. You think the man
no, that's not propaganda. But because I have no understanding of the words, the abyss, BYSS, he did not understand. So he took toilet away and ran away with it. And in the process, our sister Linda Dia, she took it and went got us, insulting Gibson's wife, and saying all kinds of things that that woman went on the side and got people on the boyfriend on the side, all kinds of things. That has the potential to derail this organization. Gibson could have filed a lawsuit because my brother never had an understanding of the war, the abyss of toilets. And that's what we're talking. Education makes you self-sufficient. It gives you confidence.
Thank you, Bobby Tore. 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 Gibson Jeru, let's hear from Gibson Jeru.
Go ahead. Listen, Prince, people, they pay for the show. So if you're doing a favor, you should claim that they are show.
What people pay for the show?
If you pay for the show,
people pay for the show. Gibson, they put your ass on, bring you to pay for the show.
How much you pay for the show? I
want to pay for the show. I
want to refund their money.
No.
Because we make this 30 minutes yet.
I don't think we refund for you. Just make a point.
But listen to me. Listen, my people, to all our old man that listening. My mom did not go to school. My sisters, all of my sisters, none of them went to school. Only one went to school and stopped in the 6th grade. She's right here in Arizona. because our people did not decide to send our sister to school those days. We understand that. I have a soft spot for people who did not have the chance to go to school. Okay, so when we are discussing about education, we are not discussing education as a way of putting people into shame. We have one organization. We have one constitution. In the constitution, it is clear. If you go to school, you start in the first grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 10th grade, or 9th grade, 7th grade, you're not qualified to be president. You should wait until you get high school document, or the sitting Bobby or Tudy did. Go to GED. Some of the GED are 6 months, some of them are 9 months. In North Dakota, are 9 months, some of them are 1 year. It depends on how long that state has. Go there.
You can even challenge it. You can even challenge it.
You can even challenge it.
Yeah, challenge it.
Exactly. You can even challenge it. Once you show yourself,
I think Bobby challenge. I think Bobby challenge. When I show you the play out there, Bobby, you want to challenge it?
Yeah, 2 days.
You see, so the people trying to make politics and say, because we say Josephine Slew and Octavius Gaymon did not graduate from high school, then we hate the women. But I talk about Octavius too. So I hate the men too. So you can see there that there's an opening there where anybody can pass and know that they don't know what they're talking. Because I have been with Joseph. Joseph is a friend of mine. I go around accusing women that they don't know both. But when you want to be the vice president of the organization, it is fair to yourself to not put your name forward for vice president or president when the Constitution says those 2 positions, you should be a high school graduate or you should have its equivalent. It is the service to yourself, the service to the people that follow you, the service to Graduate Association, by even putting your name forward when you know you're not graduating from high school. It is a simple logic.
Okay, Gibson Jeru, thank you
so
very much.
finally,
thank you, Gibson Jeru. Thank you, Bobby Tore.
Let me find a point, my man.
Thank you, guys. Let me bring in my guests, my original guests here. They can conclude, and if you want for to spend another 5-10 minutes, let's go to Levi and go to Bob. Let's go to Uriah's show for Uriah. We're talking. Levi, you want to conclude and leave or what?
I want to conclude, and I'll be leaving. So, Prince, like I said, nobody against education in our community. In fact, all of us should use education as a stepping stone to be able to move our community forward. But the point that we are making here is, if you have a group of people set in place to scrutinize other people, and they have done that and qualified them, and then you will come up with all these things. First of all, you are challenging the election commissioner. Secondly, Mr. Gibson Jeru, he and I, when we said as election commissioner, these people that he spoke of today were not disqualified on the basis of they are not educated. In fact, our guidelines give rooms to, if you don't have your education credential due to war happenings in Liberia, when they find that people know that other people learn Liberia, they fled Liberia without education, documents. When you come to this country and you have any further study equivalent to your to high school, we are going to accept it. So these are a lot of conditions we put in place. So if these people, when they fit in those conditions, and you will come back now and say they are not high school graduate, then I don't know how my brother is coming up with these things. How is he coming up with it? The Constitution is not only pointing at one side; it is spread over everybody. The Constitution says before you serve this organization, you must serve in administrative position in your chapter, which of course we know. Madam Idepua, there was no history in the GGA community before she served as vice president. She never had that history. When the issue came out, you know why we came out to was, well, this thing never happened previously, but the woman already finished serving as president, or that's the vice president. We can't go back to that. But the Constitution there, why we can't say, yeah, the Constitution say more disqualify the lady. This is talking about going on people or going on or gamer Facebook page. When you go on my Facebook page right now, she's a high school graduate of the University of Liberia. But when we were election commissioner, she did not present any document from the University of Liberia. You right now see Mana Inequa is working as a nurse. When you go on her Facebook page, she's working with Delta Airline. So those information you have on people Facebook profile, are they genuine for you to say you want to use them against somebody? No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't go ahead and discredit other people when they complete a good job, all because we feel we can talk. So we want to do things to what they call. They didn't have the opportunity a long time when they brought all this issue. You rather personally say, Gilson, with all this information you are having, you and Mana Inequa team, you can go and file protest. What are they waiting for to go and file protest? Who held them? Nigerian, we want to tell you, Otavia Gilmore and Josephine Slew, they are high school graduates. I'm very sorry to tell my two brothers, Bobby Tony and Gilson Jeru, in the next 2 months, they will be having Otavia and Josephine Slew as their leader. Probably they're going to sit on the edge of GGAA and wait. The time educated people will take over before they come to GGAA. Or else they'll be calling Josephine, Madam VP, they'll be calling Otavia, Mr. President. Whether they like it or not. I write someone saying the way I run my campaign, I am telling you, Grandidians, don't listen to Jason Yaru or rectors all around here. Jason Yaru will be our consultant, bringing himself down, doing what he's doing. I don't think we need to listen to him anymore. He has no credibility in the community at all. They probably have other people document and sharing it. The people trust you with their documents. You are no more election commissioner, but because you handle their document in the past, now you are on Facebook using it. What is the credibility in you that Nigerians need to look at you again and make you such a big person for them that will handle people's documents? Do you think we are afraid of telling somebody to go to school? But the time you wait, in fact, the way you express it, that's putting the people down. Jason Jaru came on show and say Josephine is a fifth grade student, fifth grade dropout. You Prince over, you checking all right, but he's still going around with that information. So how much is going to take him for him to believe it? How much? This is just election. Like Bobby just said, because Uriah did not understand the English word Jason used, so then he ran away with toilet. Bobby, if it is good for me to use it as campaign strategy to defeat you, Uriah will do it. I don't have time to check your grammar. We eat campaign time. The moment you put ugly word outside, I will interpret it in a way that the Grandidian will go against you. So you be mindful. I don't have time for no checking people English. All I have time right now is when you say the ugly, I will go after you with it. I'll make Grandidian know that you are ugly person in the community, and because of that, we will defeat you. And you are already seeing yourself in that spotlight. The way you talk to Grandidians now, anytime you come up, I'm like, oh, they labor coming back with both business again. From year to year, you be talking about the both business. How many people you send to school or who agreed to your request to go to school? How many people? It is because you come at election time before you say, hey, that it is an election game that you are playing. You are not being very sincere to help your Nigerian sisters and brothers for them to go to school.
Yeah, Uriah,
thank you.
A little bit.
Oh, myself.
Gilson and Bobby believe that they got proof that these people are not educated. Why are they still waiting over 2 years now to bring the proof? You see, we shouldn't be wasting our time on this kind of topic. We should be here tonight telling the people that our platform is different from the Putin platform. We will do different things than the Putin. One, Putin is not able to even give us office space. And we are saying we will give you people an office space.
We talk about ID card. We don't get it.
So we want the Grandidian to vote us in. If these people believe that Gilmore,
I think the president want to leave so that he conclude and he can go.
Okay, the president.
Yeah, no, let Jiggin conclude when he can take 5 minutes, and I'll do another 5 minutes.
Jiggin, go ahead from there, then the president can come on.
So let me tell the grandchildren tonight. Mr. Jeru is trained in propagating issues. My people, when they say propaganda, it means things that are not true, that you taking and explain it to people to be true. That's what they call propaganda. It's not true, but you film it in a way that it will tend to be true. If they believe that these people don't have this thing they're talking about, they are not high school graduate, can they show the proof? And I said it to Gilson in his face that we elected him to go on the election commission and vet our leaders. He went there, he vetted these leaders, and he qualified them when it comes to the education part. Now that he realized, according to him, that these people were not really high school graduate, where are the proof? Or is it that he landed and tried to be dishonest to we the Grandidians that elected him on the election commission, that he qualified these people? Let us be smart here. There's a game going on. We got a platform. You're the Grandidians. Since you're been here, nobody can get account of you people. We say we'll get your office space and we'll have a comprehensive database for you, so that anything happens, we will know where you live, we'll know how many children you got. What gets in and coming up to, they are people they supporting. They don't have anything to show for the 6 years, especially the leader. The leader for the 6 years. She been in this Grandidian Association leading us. Nothing to show. So Gilson then will just bring the education part where he himself qualified them, and he himself coming back again to say, oh, the time I qualified them, not true. If it's not true, tell what went on. But don't come back and say the people that are qualified yesterday, they're not qualified now, they not get proof. We shouldn't be wasting our time here. And we told you people about the insurance issue. Our people are struggling. We're taking 6 months, 7 months to bury our brother and sister there while we're grieving, looking for money all around. We're bringing ideas, new idea, progressive thinking. That's the kind of leadership we're talking about. We're not talking about there's now a political party for you who can propagate things. There's now a political organization. This is a non-profit to help our people and help ourselves. Be propagating things that are not necessary. We're not here for it. If you get a proof, bring the proof tomorrow. Go to Prince. Let Prince put it up. When Prince put it up and it's come out to be true, the people will leave. Nobody here to come sugarcoating and hide. Gilmore, you're not finished high school. We hardly know. If you know that Gilmore not finished high school, go and do your research. Come with your information. The election commission that we trusted, we believe those people, and they have already qualified these guys. No need to waste our time. And we'll not be coming up here just to be talking about education. What we need to tell the people how for them to make their choice and get the best team to lead this organization for where it is right now. Grandidians right now need money, need things to do, and we got money sitting there. And how the money is being spent. His team, he's the legal man. Right now, we have not seen any bank statement, any report from the current team to show us how much we get there now. Not to say about mob. We won't be transparent. Bring the document, tag the place where the account is listed, the GGA account, and just give us information. Somehow we are financial people. We'll go through the bank statement and know what's going on. Or prepare your financial statement, your quarterly financial statement. Prepare it and post it even before you go to Kentucky. You're talking about transparency? You're a legal advisor?
Well, Mr. Agria, they say submit your financial statement to the board. They say publishing on
non-profit and 501c3.
So once the board members in your state should be
the American law as a 501c3. Prince, if you don't know that, let me tell you, under American law, as a 501c3, your financial record are public record. Your financial record are public record.
But your constitution didn't say so. It said give it to the.
We're not talking about your constitution is subject to the law of the nation. Your constitution is subject. You're 501c3. The people paying their money, they need it. They can hold on to that and write RN and say, well, we're not seeing our financial record. We need to see it. And it will come out. So as a 501c3, then you need a 501c3 document and just go on a pure organization that will pay taxes. They don't need to publish your stuff. Any non-profit now you want to see the financial, you go on the website, you see it. Or you put it in the group chat. If you not get the capability to put it on the website. That is why the stealing has been going on in GGAA. Because the constitution says because you must send it to the board. And you know that if the law that governs your 501c as a non-profit telling you to public it, it's a public record. Do you know the board resolution of any non-profit is a public record? The board resolution they've been having. When you even spend a dime for a non-profit, you have to publish that record. They've not been doing it. That's why we're coming in now and telling the Granadians the way we're running the organization is not the way non-profit run. Then we should take the non-profit starter and put it one side and just say it's a joint association with our non-profit starters. Then we can do it that way. So if Eden knows these things, she should be able to, our honorable president, if she knows how this thing run, she would have been doing it. And Mr. Gerald there is the legal advisor. He may not be the financial advisor, but legal advisor a little bit. You will get some idea. Or you'll talk to your financial people, or you don't get any financial guru on your team. You hire them. Send in your budget and hire financial somebody to make the thing good. But you keeping money. We are waiting to see that financial report in Kentucky. We will digest in that financial report and we'll break it into pieces. I hope, Prince, in Kentucky, please come and ask me when we receive the financial document. We will go inside. So, Granjina, tonight, we are just talking about how we, the Granjina, are going to benefit from the Amenu team. The people have been there. You all saw what they did. Nothing we can really put our hand on to say yes. When they talk about, connecting Cash App, you killing me in this morning, Sonny, where a little child can connect Cash App to their account. That's why you connect to your account, you bluffing, or creating email. Administratively, it's your responsibility. Whether other people do it before, you can't do it. It's not a big thing. What is the impact on that? That you can, that the Granjina can come out to this, the email they created, we get impact on that communication between you. How many Granjina have emailed the president email? These are things you're supposed to have. Common thing. In the budget, the administrative part there right away. That means you'll get email, you'll get phone number, you'll get computer, you'll get it stuff. So we shouldn't be here, be later in the organization, 50-year-old organization. See the Somalian here. The people came to America, like, they were some of them started learning how to write English. In the state of Minnesota, they got 2 more. In North Dakota, where we came from yesterday, they got them more in that place. And we're telling the people we want to get you a place where we can go and gather and use it for fundraising. A community center. We don't even talk about more. We say community center here. A whole Granjina Association, 50 years old. Now have a laptop. A laptop. I bet the current administration to show a laptop that was in their budget that they have purchased for this organization. A laptop.
You're going to buy a laptop when you get there?
We were putting the budget. It required. It's false. How would the people work? That's why things are not working. Because when they gave me laptop as a secretary, I'm forced to work. When I say I don't have laptop, you want me to write a letter? How would I write it? So a 50-year organization don't even get a laptop. Then we hear talking, say 50,000, 60,000. That is not proven in the account. Who showed that 50,000 said then right now?
Oh, we saw the bank statement.
To who? They send it to you or they send it to the
I managed to get it from my president. You don't have a president in your state?
We have a president, but it's not need to go to the president. The president who having 25,000 in the account and you're crediting money, the organization crediting money to go have a convention. It's not a shame. You got control over any chapter. We don't have control over the chapter, even the way the chapter are registered.
But was it on Edith administration?
When Edith came, where they change? Where they change Edith are done? No change. They stay like that. She don't have control over the chapters. Has she collected the 25,000 that we?
We can finish up.
How will she go take the people 25,000? No, she can't do that.
How will you run a non-profit? The non-profit is going to honor your organization, and that non-profit keeping your money that you not get sunny on. In case you have an audit, entire GGA, the auditing a GGA RS right now.
Well, each organization has its own, each chapter has its own bank account. We got our own something here, EMI number registered with the state.
But then they're not part of you. They are just affiliate. Don't call them your organ, your arm. They are affiliate. They can get out and they can go anytime.
You want a national administrator to go to all these chapters and know how much in their state account and get control over it?
As long they are a part and parcel of the organization. And
is that what you're coming up with? You come in our stadium and take our guns from us?
No, what we must do is that if you really want to be part of us, we have to know what is going on. So that tomorrow when IRS come, we will tell IRS, we know where in Kentucky right now, we can give you the breakdown. But when you ask Edith right now, President Edith, that what is in Kentucky, where she going now, she don't know.
Because it's not how it's been done. You don't have control because we have our own EMI number. We don't go to the state to take the EMI number, the national, to put it there. No, we don't do that.
That is one of the things we have to change. We want the organization to get.
Yes, so you're coming to change it now. Then that's a different thing when you're coming to change it. Yes, we're talking about.
Because
the state will not be easy. The state will not want to give you the access. They will not do that.
The state want you can dissolve it and register it on GGAA as a foreign entity. All these all these chapters should be registered as a foreign entity in those states where we'll get control over it from the national. We just get operational cash. That's it.
All right, let it hear from Levi was one vice president. I don't know if you agree with what he said, but Levi, go ahead. You conclude.
Okay. I know the secretary state.
They let you come in, tell the people gone from there. You can't take in the software, let you tell the minute to this time. You want to tell the people going to say they will have a shootout.
No.
Well, you the 1 million, 2 million.
The VB is speaking on from a non-for-profit perspective very clearly. And of course, even with the chapter, with the amount of money they have in their account, there's a certain amount of access the chapter can own up to. So if you have 25,000, you can do a 25,000 project. We all know that. So it kind of resemble what he's talking about. But on a closing, I want to take this time to thank you so much, Mr. Double, for this opportunity to come here tonight and discuss, our people. Just want to be clear when it comes to what I came for here tonight. Two major things. I came to speak to the fact that, as a community, we need to speak to one another in a safer way. We need to create the opportunity to respect, each other. I know we had differences, we believe different things, but we can have a perfect discourse without being condescending, without calling people names, without going to people's family, without doing that. We can do that. We are capable. We are very intelligent to do that. And I think Grenadians are able to do it. So let's fall in that path. If Madam Poa wins, if Mr. Gilman wins, it means nothing in the code of who we are. We respect one another. Mr. Gilman coming with a new idea does not mean he bringing this thing to crumble GGAA. If you never try, you never know. So one of the reasons I laid out here for which I'm supporting Mr. Gilman, it does not mean we have bad people on the either side or the other. It's not what I believe. What I believe, we have on a very old idea for a long time that we keep recycling. This time, Mr. Gilman is bringing progressive idea. When I say progressive, something new that can move the organization to a different height. For example, we will now have office space if they become president. They say in 2 to 3 weeks' time, the office space is being working already. So we'll have somewhere to call home. We'll have some of our letters to go. We'll have somewhere that we have stranger to go to meet people in our office. So having been in Philadelphia, which is the headquarters. Then you talk about insurance. They explain it to you. You're talking about immigration services where they can help people who have issues. Pretty much everything on immigration. We got people in our brand community who know how to do these things. They can assist you find a lawyer. They can assist you write some of your paperwork and things like that. And if you are standing for somebody back home, they're able to help you to train in the right direction where to go. Those things, they are all community services. That's a new thing they want to do. And you're talking about agriculture back home, creating an opportunity to employ our own brothers and sisters in their own villages. That's a good thing. We have never tried a lot so big for us, but other organizations doing it. How they did it, we can all learn. That's how you evolve. So, given the progressive agenda that this group has, I think it's about time for us to give them the opportunity. I know Mr. Gilmer personally. If this guy can, help himself from the grassroots level to where he can do it with the organization with the help of people like how they call it, the secretary. I mean, pursuing his PhD in finances and different things. He high own companies, a self-employed person with it. These people with the kind of level of contact and maturity and level of higher the relationship will move the organization to a different level. So it's not every day we'll go to a convention, we'll pay $50, somebody that will give people 300. I know we've been doing it for a very long time, but this time it want to move in a different direction. And that's let's try it, Brandon. I'm calling you. If you said it under my voice tonight, think about it, give you a new people who get rich, they take risk. For us who poor, we like to keep our saying oh, and our make up poor. People who get rich, they take at least 5,000 they get in and say, I'll spend it on one thing. And when it works, it worked. If it doesn't, then that's it. And that's how they get rich. So we have to try different things. We can't just be stable and do the same thing over and over. Insanity is doing one thing over and over and you expect a different result. So let us change our mindset. The last thing, I'm not here to support people who don't want to go to school or uneducated people and this and that. That's not any argument here. Granted, the association laws require a high school document. They say you have to be a high school graduate equivalent. The two candidates that in question are the questioning the high school stuff. It is proving that they have that documentation. Election Commission went through everything for 2 years. They approved them, and for 2 consecutive election seasons, they approved them on those counts. Of course, Mr. Gabriel very clear today. He said that propaganda. They say you, in election season you can take something you lie on the people. When you lie, when they're not able to prove it themselves, then you stick on them. But I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think we should just create a lie on people because it's election, so they can come and prove it otherwise. Because if you told it to everybody in the world and they start to look on these people with that lie, it creates a stigma. Is that a good thing? I think we're going to say Mr. Gabriel steal from me. And that's not true because it's election season, Mr. Gabriel or voting. So I say it's a tap, he can steal. And then he got to kind of prove he can steal and this and that. No, that's speculation. You don't do that. It's tainting somebody's character. And I don't think it's good for our community. If we don't have proof that Josephine is a 5th grade student, then stop saying that because she's not. That's a lie. So let respect one another and let the community roll in a good path. And last, not the least, is I just want to say thank you to everybody for this opportunity. We all praying for Grand to go to a higher high. Nobody here preaching for some bad person that can take over the organization and damage it. That's not people prayer. All we're trying to say, let's try something new that we can also put our hands to and make Grand a better place to be. If we all can do that, it will be Octavia Gamer today bringing some different idea. Tomorrow will be somebody else bringing some real different idea that we can try to move the organization in a good direction. Again, Mr. Double, thank you so much for your time. And I really appreciate every discourse we have tonight. I think we're peaceful. And thank you to my brother, to my big brother, Jason Jeru, and old man Bobby Tole. They all gave the evaluation here. And that's a good thing. That's how we should be discussing, issue. But it is clear tonight that they said they will create what we call falsehood in politics and put it on somebody. If you can't explain yourself, then the lies will lean on them and they will speculate. And that's not true. You, Mr. W, you yourself said Josephine was 95th grade when she came from Liberia. You show it that we got people who went to school with her. She was at the 10th grade mark. And the woman came in, she did what's supposed to do to get her high school or document. So and Mr. Bobby today was a perfect example. He had a GED. He did not graduate from high school coming here. He did not go to high school yet as well. He got a GED. Same thing. So let us not create a falsehood just only because we're in election. That's tempting people character and it'll become a stigma that will stick on somebody, and that's not a good thing. So people who were calling say, oh, we talking about people uneducated people to be president. No, we're not saying that. We're saying they meet the criteria, but you are saying we should create a stigma on them so that they can't win. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, thank you. Mr. Double, continue doing what you're doing. My secretary, you have a good night and a peace to everybody. May God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Those are the people who said, let me make this clear to my man Stanley Flan here. He said, let me put his comment out here where he talked about somebody stealing the show from you. I asked the people, I asked Mr. Kine, and he agreed for Gibson and Bobby to come on. So nobody stole nobody eviction, share eviction or whatever of Mr. Kine prime time is on my show. So they were asked questions. They accepted the gentleman to come on. We allowed the gentleman to come on. They had a civil conversation, and they clarified some stuff here tonight. So, Mr. Stanley Flan, we didn't do anything. We asked. They gave us the permission to bring the people. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for the show, the time. Yeah, I'm here anytime, Gria. You got been running away from the show. I don't know what Levi used to bring you on here tonight, but the show for
No,
everybody. The show for everybody. 1 million you say for either part, 1 million the part people accusing me of being
You
for
know you
Cuba.
are our man.
I'm just in the middle. I'm just
You are
God
our
being
man.
here
We
from all
coming.
sides.
We coming.
So I mean, you guys are a
We
friend.
are
I wanted
ready
to be here.
You know his
I
schedule.
want to be here to talk more on these things that happen in our community, and we'll try to get the debate. We want to do the debate. That's what we're trying to get the debate, and we'll probably do one like here, one on this platform like this. Bring Gilmore, bring Edith, bring Josephine Slew, bring Isaac, bring Mr. Jenkins Greer, and then bring Mr. DJ Chris.
You bought what thing all the last time. You say you come from Liberia, you do it. You did a flyer, everything, and DJ.
But I can just come to you. I have to go to your campaign chairman. You know how many times I ask you, right? When he allow me, so I put it cup down. My man, bring your people on the show. Bring your people. He's the chairman. And he tell me, man, we'll come. Anytime we'll come. I can't force the people. I can force it, but that's something you need to discuss in your day, in your camp. When somebody call you, you gotta come. Everything you said to them, when you're not gonna come here, who's gonna listen? There are people here talking that Mr. Kriya got a lot of knowledge. Who know these things? If you keep your idea into your own brains, nobody gonna know. You got to come and propound these things on these shows, and I think it will be a good thing for you to come. Just start avoiding me. This show here brought Gilmore. You know that. You know how the people call on me and they call me that I'm promoting Gilmore. They were insulting me. I mean, can you imagine? And all of a sudden, they are afraid of the show.
We're not afraid of your show.
I don't think that they kind of men were afraid of your show, Mr.
No,
the man who is
what do you expect me to say?
So now you will go and pause you, bring somebody, the person here, you need bring you back. I like the way you do it. It make it.
All right, man.
It make me for I did 30 minutes. I just said
it. You tell yourself, man, Jingin, we're calling you. You can't. You meet yourself and call your volume, everything off. All right, man.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to do in the community. Bring people on. And thank you, Mr. President. That's from the former chair, Lady Honor, Mr. James Uboti, and Roseberry Bear. I think she endorsed the Gilmore Slew ticket. She's a strong supporter of the Gilmore Slew ticket. So there is no, this is election time. I want to flag this statement from, I hope he's joking. They calling the man Nigerian guy. This guy is from Bazon district. So I know how you can call Jenkins Nigerian. And that's it, man. We've been here now 3 hours, almost 4 hours. Why crown people think I ain't got time for you? Be here for 4 hours. You see why I say I gotta give some fundraiser so we can upgrade these equipment we get before it blow up. How the heck you spend 4 hours? Look at 3 hours 43 minutes 30 seconds. I'm sitting here on my butt. I gotta cut my camera and use the bathroom and come back. You know how that time taking to be sleeping or doing something important on the other side, but I took it time to be with the people of Grand Gila County. And yet and still the people of Grand Gila can say, Prince, you're having a show here. Yeah, where cash you turn it out, you tell it out, you turn. So you can buy the machine in. I've been telling you the machine been bought since 2017 was Joe Yakin to the microphone and the mixer. They all, but they don't want the service. The string y'all are using to bring all these people here. It cost me $250 a year just to maintain it. Nobody will say, oh, print, we'll pay for the $250 so you can use it and renew it. They think I already use my credit card and renew it, but at least refund that money. Nobody want to do it. So right now, when I bring you up for the election, I'll charge you. Yeah, I charge you at a minimum fair price. This is the community program here. Support the community program. You don't want to support. So I'm talking about collecting money and they going. You see, my sister God will be telling me goodbye. She said goodbye. I say bring. Yeah, yeah, Muyo, yeah, Antoinette Garo. She said, my former woman, my former website, do a fundraiser. I will donate. You don't have to. I don't have to do a fundraiser. The equipment here, I'm saying, so get my cash out here. I put it here. Send it in. Nobody thing. We have to go to. I have to go buy these things to what the place need. To Guitar Center. You got to go make sure that what I saw. We got to purchase this thing. I put a thing here. The dollar sign MEARH 952200842. Send the money to the cash out. But I don't do it. So we here tomorrow. I bring in who I bring in tomorrow. I come and put a flyer all right now. I already finished making the flyer. I come and put it there. I bring in Cherry Jiroga, Global One campaign chairman for the ZPMD Zero Panel Movement. Global One. Cherry Jiroga will be my special guest tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if he's going to endorse too or he's not going to endorse, but I don't know. I can't speak to that. But when I bring him on, he's going to what? Tell us what is in his mind. The former election commission chairman, the one that brought friend to power. He was the chairman 2015. He got elected 2014 in Kansas City. In 2015, he had an election in Phoenix. Cherry Jiroga, ladies and gentlemen, watch out for him. Watch out for the flyer. I put the flyer up before 7 a.m. I gotta go sleep after 12 midnight.